Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday night show on Monday night. As I said before, this will be the last one this season. I know it shouldn't matter, but listen, don't want to tread on anyone's toes. Plus, I prefer doing Sunday nights anyway, so make the most of this Monday night because this will be the last one for a little while. Till next Monday. It won't. That's it. Back to Sundays next week. I promise. Naughty Nick. How are we all this evening? Are you feeling amazing after this weekend? I must confess, I feel a little bit better after my rant earlier on. I have to get it out of my system. I just do. It's like I'm filled with poison. You know, like when you need a big poo, and you can't relax until I've got to get it out. I have to get it out. So I got it out, and now I feel a little bit better for the moment until I'll probably get rolled up by someone. This is the phone-in show, don't forget. But before we get into the phone calls, I want to run through a few bits and pieces with you. I'll have a chat with you in the chat and talk about our amazing 7-game campaign to get the 17th place trophy. To see how we can do this, how we can tackle it, because that's all we've got left, is it? We've got nothing else left. So that's where we are. Was going to be joined by Mickey tonight as well, but he's not feeling very well. He was actually going to come on tonight, but he ain't well. So get well soon, Mickey. He is in the chat, the pussy. And John might be phoning in after. He's out on the road at the moment. Whether or not he does, I don't know. Depends how big a fare he gets. But yes, so I'm not going to talk about the Leeds game. Well, we can do when the phone calls come. Whatever. I'm just saying. How I'm going to approach this first part of the show myself before I get into the phone calls is talk about the next 7 games, because I think lessons learned based on the evidence that we've got now from performances of players that we've seen. You know what we need to do to get the most out of the next 7 games, in my opinion. Before we get into this show, though, as always, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. As well, there's around about 30% of you that watch this channel all the time that are not subscribed. So it'd be very nice if you did, you know. Don't cost anything. I mean, you can become a member. That'd be nice as well. But subscribing's free, you know. Hit the button. Very, very nice. Drop a like on the video. Hype me up, baby, if you can. And yeah, I don't even know if you can hype up a live show. I don't know. Don't know how it works. But look, let's get into this. So this is how I anticipate, before, you know, we get into everything, this is how I anticipate that Nuno, the type of thing that Nuno is likely to do against Wolves. This is what I think he is likely to do. I think he's going to go with Hermansen in goal. I think Wan-Bissaka will come back and be back in that team. Mavropanos will be, he's got to be in there, Mavropanos. We think that Todibo is still injured, so if he is, then Kilman will be in that starting 11, in that back 3 with Dizazi, with Diouf. And then you're going to have Fernandes and Souček. Look, fine. Ain't got an issue with that. And then you'll have, I'm hoping, Bowen and Somerville in kind of, you know, the 2 wide 10 positions with Tati up front. That's kind of how I think he'll line up, personally. Would I do that? Would I fuck? I wouldn't, because that's just incredibly defensive. Souček and Fernandes. I mean, he probably won't even do that. You know, he'll probably play Bowen and Tati up front, and I don't know how he fits Somerville. This is a problem that he's got. I don't know how he fits Somerville into this. That's the issue. I don't know how he fits Somerville into that lineup. So Somerville being fit, maybe that rescues us. I don't know. Because I don't know whether you can play Jimmy as a 10, but I think he might try. I don't know. This is what I would do, however. No, not that one. I'm going to get onto that in a minute. Sorry, Will. Right, so this is what I would do. I would obviously go with Areola in goal, and I would go with a 4-4-2. I think that we all saw in the second half against Leeds how vastly we improved that we were. And that wasn't because of the magnificence of Thomas Souček and Pablo that was introduced. It was because of the change of formation and the change of impetus on the team. That's what it was. We was just a lot better, and we have looked a lot better this season when we've played 4-4-2. We just have. But this is what I would do, and this is going to be my thought process behind it. before you all shoot me down in flames. I would go with Areola in goal. As far as I'm concerned, that doesn't need any explanation. If it does, I'm going to say it now. You can disagree with me. You're a fucking idiot. I am. I'm going to say it. If you would rather have Hermansen over Areola at this point, you're an idiot. And you can call me an idiot for wanting Areola in over Hermansen. I don't care. But my opinion is, if you want little hands in goal over that man, then there's something wrong with you. Kyle Walker-Peters, I would play it right back because I think that he's earned it. Give us a moment. 1 minute. Hang on. Fucking dogs. Why is he starting? We're going to have to ignore him. Kyle Walker-Peters, I'll play it right back because he's earned it. Mavropanos and Dizazi needs no explanation. Diouf obviously keeps his place at left back. That would be a flat back four. I would be playing very conventional styles of play here, right? Because we need to score goals. That's what we need to do. So I'm not putting square pegs in round holes here, and I'm not even experimenting. I'm putting our fastest and our trickiest players on the wing. That's what I'm doing. Fastest and trickiest players on the wings. You know, Adama and Somerville, they can invert. They can take turns. Oh, fucking dogs. Go away. Stay, 1 minute. Fuck off. I'm back. Yes, so Adama, who was fucking magnificent the other day. That was a good thing from that game. I would play Adama and Jimmy on the wings. And like I said, they can take turns because they're both kind of the same side. They want to play on the left-hand side. But one of them can play conventional in the first half and then you can switch over in the second half. But they can both roast defenders. Then what you do, Wilson, he can't play up front on his own. But he can play in a two. Bowen can't play up front in his own, but he can play as a two. Bowen can do everything that Tatty can do in terms of pressing, in terms of running, in terms of harrying. But you know what he can do that Tatty can't? He can fucking finish. He can score. We're going to put Bowen and Wilson, our two most clinical players, up front. That's what we're going to do. Bowen and Wilson, our two most clinical players at the top of the team. I'm sick and tired of seeing chance after chance after chance spurned by fucking either Pablo who can't hit the target or Tatty who tries to fucking overhead kick everything. Everything's got to be a weldy with that bloke. Like I said before, he's all bra and no tits. There's no end product with him. Nothing. Now, the good thing with this is the balance that you've got. Adama, imagine having a defence having to cope with Adama, Somerville and Bowen running at them, pulling them all over the place, and you've got Wilson just hovering around, sniffing out space. That's all he'd have to do. Just drop into the pocket, sniff out space. That's what you fucking do. In midfield, I'd have Fernandes. All the attacking play would be coming down the wings. But in midfield, I would be playing, obviously, Fernandes a bit deeper as more of a deep line playmaker because he can just ping the ball out to fucking Jimmy, Adama, up to Bowen. He can be the trigger to just keep them fucking balls going forward all the time. Kante, that's the wrong Kante, by the way. That's Chelsea's Kante. But you know the Kante I mean. We want him in midfield or Souček. My preference would be Kante. Not because Souček's done anything wrong. I just think Kante's got more. He's like a similar player, but he's got more about him. He can carry the ball. He's big. He's quick. He's aggressive. I think it'd be worth putting him in there. He's got an engine. I think he's probably the more informed player out of Magassa, Potts. I just don't know. Look, Souček does all right. I just don't know what he does. All right. I think Kante affects the game. So I would have Kante in there fucking destroying in central midfield. Fernandes and Kante in central midfield as a two. So that is what I would do. So what would you prefer to see? What would you prefer to see? My 11 or Nuno's 11? Which one? How do you want to attack this? This kind of... No, I'm not playing fucking Souček up front. No. And I wouldn't play him at centre-back either because he can't have anyone fucking running at him. I wouldn't. If you're going to use Souček, put him in midfield. Don't play Kante. Whatever. I don't care. Play him where he knows where he can play. But no, that is what I would do. I would go with a 4-4-2 with Bowen and Wilson up front and our two quickest and trickiest players on the wing. That way, what you'll do is you're utilising Kante, who's looked good when he's come on, Adama, who's growing into form. You've got Somerville coming back. We know that he's in form. You've got Carl Walker-Peters who's in form. You've got Areola, who is in form as well. And Bowen and Wilson, we know they're goal scorers. What is not to like about that? Nothing. Nothing at all, in my opinion anyway. Right, now, the other slide that I'll put up very, very quickly, and this is just basically a little celebration and a big pat on the back to all West Ham fans out there. 4 days ago, I put out a video for Will in relation to his son, Sam, and they had to raise £30,000 to just so that they can get him home. He's been in hospital so I think it's since September. And they was on £18,000, I believe. Well, look at that. 99%. They're 500 quid away. That's it. They're almost there. They've smashed it. Well done, mate. And, yeah, I'm really, I'm proud of all the West Ham fans. And that is literally going to help. That's going to help that family bring that lovely young man home from hospital. It's brilliant news. Brilliant news. Well done, everyone. If you do want to donate anymore, the link is in the description. Help them hit the 100%. But they're there. They're basically there. It's fantastic. Brilliant news. So what we'll do now, I'm sorry about the dog. The dog's been quiet since I started. He ain't barked all day. Now he's being a prick. But now what we'll do is we will take some calls. So if you do want to phone in, now is the time to do it. And you can talk to me about how you think that we should approach the first of our 7 cup finals we've got coming up, because every game's a cup final now. It's really fucking important that we survive so we can get bitched next year in the Premier League. Christ. It really took the fucking jam out of my donut, this has, I tell you. Honestly. I could have coped with us, if we had a go at it and we got beat. But we didn't, did we? We really didn't. So come on, someone, phone in. Mick, I'm going to phone you up in a minute if someone don't phone in soon. Ballsy Hammers just messaged me and said that's the wrong Kante I've got in it. I know it's the wrong. I couldn't find the real one. He ain't big enough yet to have his own. Oh, hang on a minute. Hello, is that Barry? Hello? Oh, hang on. Hello, is that Barry?
It is, mate, yes.
How you doing, mate?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. How are you feeling after this weekend?
Well, I'll be honest with you, 2-0 down, I left.
Most people did.
Because I was disgusted with the team he put out. I was disgusted. But we're not. I still think we're going down, personally, and that's only my opinion. But I think we're going down. But he just put out the wrong team, completely the wrong team.
It was a piss take. We should have had the floor wiped with us in the first half, and I think that was always the plan. He threw the game, mate. He threw it.
Yeah, I'm a believer of that. I mean, I was sitting next to me, mate, and I said to him, I didn't even see the teams. We got in there late because we had a lot of trouble with the tickets getting in. I didn't see the team lose, and I said, well, who's playing it? And then I clocked out who was playing. Yeah. I mean, Magassa, we might as well have the lead shirt on. That time to give him the ball. He was
bad. Potsy worked much better either. And a lot of people have given Fernandez a pass, but I'm not giving him he was shit as well in the first half. All three of them.
Yeah. All three of them. Suchek done all right when he come on.
He done all right. That's what I mean. They done. Yeah. Mate, I was watching on telly, obviously, right? Because I'm an armchair fan now. And and fucking Ali McCoy towards the end of the first half because we was shit. Like we was shit in the first half. I went, I wonder whether they're going to turn to the big guns. That's what he said. And as he said that, the camera panned to fucking Suchek and Pablo on the bench. And I just thought, you're just taking the piss out of us. You're taking the piss. Yeah. Turn to the big guns. And then the big guns came on. But what they did do is we changed it to 4-4-2. It got a lot better, which was nice.
But I don't get all them injuries. That don't wash it, mate. Why was Wilson wasn't even in the squad? Mate, he weren't injured. I'm not having it.
He weren't injured. I'll tell you what he's done there. He's thrown the game. He's loaded that squad with kids. And what he was going to do, and which is what he effectively did do anyway. I mean, I don't think he planned for us to still be in the game and going to extra time. I think he planned to just throw a load of kids on to use the youth as a fire blanket Like, they're not going to shout at me if I put the kids on. Well, we fucking are. We can see what you've done. You've thrown the fucking game, mate. That's what you've done. You know. So no, it was bullshit. And Kilman. Look, I'm not going to get too stuck into him, and I'll tell you why. It's because I feel sorry for him after he got booed, because I don't agree with that at all. I don't think there's ever an excuse for that.
I wouldn't sit there and boo him.
But
I wouldn't sit there and boo him.
So that's why I went a bit easier on him. But fucking hell, yeah, he's just. If you play him, I mean, we played Kilman, who's error strewn. You know, there's just errors with Kilman. You play him, and then you play two completely out of form midfielders in Potts and Magassa, who have been pretty poor the last few times they've played. He knew exactly what he was doing. He just knew exactly what he was doing.
It's like he's throwing him in to say, well, I'm getting rid of you, whatever happens. So
yeah,
and it's just to prove a point that you ain't no fucking. I shouldn't swear. No, you ain't no good.
But unfortunately,
that's what it's saying, and it's a shame.
Unfortunately for him, the goalkeeper that he don't rate kept us in it in the first half.
But he'd still be my number one anyway.
I think any sane-minded person would have him in as number one. I've got to be honest. I don't see the argument for it. I get it. I do get. Look, a lot of people got excited when Hermansen came in, and people don't like to be wrong, but it is okay to be wrong. I mean, look, I'm wrong all the fucking time. I said Fernandes was shit when we first signed him. You know, I was wrong. It's as simple as that. Hermansen is shit. I'm sorry, he just is.
Yeah.
I
mean, he hasn't done nothing to change my mind about him. You know what I mean?
No, but you know what? If he's all we had, though, Barry, if he's all we had, I wouldn't moan. But what bothers me is it's like having it's like having Hermansen in goal and Areola on the bench is like having Dean Ashton on the bench and Ian Dowie up front.
Yeah.
You just like, why?
Yeah.
Well, why are you doing that? It doesn't make any sense.
It just everything was wrong. I had a lot of optimism going over this Sunday. You know what I mean? I got up there early, went for a nice drink, and had a good laugh. And then you walk in there, and it's like the life is then sucks out of you when you see the team.
Do you think it was because I've heard a lot of people that went over there and they all said the same as you there. They said like proper good day, the build up to it. You know, went for a drink, really really good atmosphere. Yeah. But then you see that team sheet and it almost sucks the fucking life out of you straight away.
It does, and it did. You know, like you think, I don't often say, I think I'm up for it, but I think we're going to win. I do go over there, open minds, but I thought, this is today. We're going to go through. Then you think to yourself, if we go through, we know we're either going to get Man City or Chelsea. We know that.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's fixed, but at least we'll have a day out. Something to remember.
Well, they didn't get drawn against each other, Man City and Chelsea, did they?
No. That proves my point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You walk in there and someone was saying, "Oh, Magassa's playing," and I went, "No."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be fair. I'd rather have played the young kid, can't he, in front of him?
He looked. I must admit, I didn't talk about him much, and I must admit, he was one of the. He just looks chaotic, doesn't he? The geezer. He just looks like he's fucking. He's like a battering ram in midfield. I do really like him.
Yeah. Do you know what he reminds me of? What's the big fellow?
Chiati.
Yeah, that's what he reminds me of. His stature and everything, the size of him. I thought he'd done all right when he came.
I think the only thing, because where I've put him in the middle, I don't know whether that was me being petulant. I don't know whether I would do. I probably would go with Souček first, and the reason being is because I think what they throw Kante on for, I think he's going to be an absolutely amazing central midfielder. I don't know how positionally disciplined he would be. I think if all you've got is a two in central midfield, I think when we throw him on there to be a wrecking machine in midfield, and it's just fucking go on there and just cause mayhem, and that is generally what he does. But if you're playing in a two, I think you've got to be a little bit more kind of switched on with your position.
Friday is a tricky one. I mean, I know obviously you're going to drop Kilman, so he's to be fit. Is the Greek fit? Who do you play out of them two? Because I hope we don't go with a back three, like three centre halves. I really hope.
No. You drop one. I think after Dizazi's performance, the way that he coped with having Kilman next to him the other day, he was brilliant. You play now. Prior to this, it would have been Todibo and Mavro, but now because obviously Todibo got injured and Dizazi's playing well, I wouldn't drop him, but I would bring Mavro in because I think Mavro's been the best defender out of all of them.
He's turned the corner a little bit, hasn't he? I think
massively, yeah.
I think you say Walker Peters. I thought he had a good game, and I'll give him that. The only thing he was left a bit exposed on that side a few occasions.
He done well though. I thought he really,
I thought he done well.
He really gave it a good go, Walker Peters, and you know, I just think, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, mate. What is your take on this? I think I can guess what your take's going to be. Can you see any justification for sacrificing that game and just not even going for it against Leeds? Because I can't. With just 7 games left, when you consider the run that we've had as well, we always moan and we always complain as West Ham fans, oh, we're going to draw Liverpool at home, you know, a good Liverpool, like in the fucking 5th round or something. Well, we haven't. We've had Burton, we've had QPR, you know, we had Brentford at home. We had, Leeds at home. That is a really good path to Wembley to get to a semi-final. And the other thing that's annoying as well, mate, is that this makes me think, has the fucker got like a quarter-final clause in his contract to get a bonus? Because he risked...
You never know that little shit house over there.
No, but what he's done is he risked Somerville against Brentford. This is what's really annoying. He basically kept Somerville on while he was injured against Brentford. He threw everything at Brentford to get us into the quarter-final. Somerville got injured as a result. That's fucked up the last month. And then and now he don't even go for the fucking game that he sacrificed everything for. So I don't see. I can never justify it. I mean, for the fans, from our point of view, it's all about fucking. Mate, I would give anything to see us in a fucking FA Cup final again.
Oh, so would I. I mean, it takes me back when we played Forest in the Cup.
Yeah.
Away. And was it, he put 9 or 10 changes, didn't he?
Yeah.
Put all the kids in. Ruined all them kids, didn't he?
Yeah.
Big Sam.
Sam Allardyce.
Ruined them kids.
They've done it throughout time. I mean, it is a bit weird that this always seems to happen under the stewardship of Sullivan. It does make you wonder whether he does send some messaging down to him to say, fuck the cup off, we're not interested, focus on the league. I don't know. Yeah,
it's a strange one, but I don't know. I'm optimistic for Friday. I mean, I'll resign the fact that we're going down. I really am. And when we go down, we're going to struggle.
I think we're gone.
We will struggle. Yeah, I do.
I do as well. And do you know what else? Do you know what else? I'm at the stage now where I don't really care now. Look, I hope we stay up. I hope we go on a good run. But after that, you know, I haven't fucking signed up for this. I haven't. You know, if we'd have gone for that game, I'd have wanted a lot. I'd have wanted to stay up. I'd have wanted everything. But for them to just take that away from us like that and so blatantly as well, do you know what? I'm not really fucking up for this. So do you know something? If we
go for the song, do it,
mate. If we go down, we go down. I don't care. Yeah. If we go down, we go down.
No, I mean, I don't. I couldn't give a shit because you know, are we going to struggle down there? Because you say all the players that we were worth anything will go. And that's the problem. You're not going to hold on to no one. But anybody's got the answer.
But let me just give you an alternative. I'm sure you've heard me say this before. I've said it 100 times. I do think that if we were to let's have it straight. We've got players we like. We know we have. We love Mavropanos. We love Jimmy. We love Fernandes. We love Bowen. We've got players that we love, and we don't want to lose them. But ultimately, we're 18th in the league, and they're part of the fucking reason that we're 18th in the league as well. Yeah. They ain't kept us out, have they? They haven't. So, no. So if we go down, once we're relegated and the dust has settled, I will be of the mindset, fuck them all off, clear them out. You're going to anyway. Just sell them. Get as much money as you can for them. Yeah. Try and balance that debt out. Don't sell the kids. Keep hold of the kids. Keep the core of our youth academy. Because, look, I'm not being funny. Potts ain't having a good time at the moment, but he is a good player. You've got Potsy, we've got Magassi, you've got Kante, you've got Alford, you've got Urfi, you've got an abundance of players. Ajala, there are so many fucking players that we've got. You couldn't go full under 21s, of course you couldn't, but you could definitely mix it up and go half and half and bleed a few more in.
Yeah.
You know, because you keep
the likes, you big experience in it, don't you?
You keep the likes of Wilson, keep Wilson. It'd be fantastic down there, I think. I just think. Do you know what? It'd be different. There's no guarantees you're going to bounce straight back up like that. But, mate, there has been no fun. There has been nothing fun about supporting West Ham in the Premier League in the past few years. None. And
no.
I'm like I said in the video earlier on, I'm not a Premier League fan. I'm a West Ham fan. If we go down, we go down. If it happens, it happens. Do you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. And after they've done that, there's part of me there's part of me that feels quite spiteful. And because you know something, this game on Friday, there ain't no pressure on me. There ain't no pressure on you. There's no pressure on any West Ham fans. There ain't, right? The pressure is all on fucking Nuno. I don't care whether Sullivan gave him a message and said, go weak. He didn't have to do it. He picks that team. He has put all of the pressure on Friday now. All of it. So those players are going to be under so much pressure because it ain't, we need to get a win. No. He's got to get a fucking win. He's got to, as far as I'm concerned. There's no excuse for it because to throw an FA Cup and then go and lose on the Friday against the bottom place team wouldn't want to fucking be you, mate. I'll tell you that now. So,
that's the thing.
So good luck.
It's going to turn nasty, isn't it?
Yeah. It will turn nasty because people are scathing about that, and rightly so. They fucking did that on purpose. They did it on purpose. Yeah. It should never have been as close as that. You know, Leeds should have wiped the floor with us, but they weren't very good in goal. Yeah. Areola had a great game, and the players that were on the pitch did a good job. They were trying, but it weren't part of the design. Do you know what I mean? It weren't supposed to. It definitely wasn't in his mind to go and to go and stretch it into extra time. Not a chance. That weren't part of his plan. So no, for me, he better fucking win against Wolves. He better.
It's just what team he puts out. I mean, who do you go with up top? Do you play Tatty? Do you play Pablo? I don't know.
I don't play either. I don't play either of them. Honestly.
Well, unless you stick to Troll, or what his name is, down the middle, like an old Antonio.
Well, did you
just use him as a fucking battering ram?
Did you see me? Did you see me lineup, or did you see the one that I put up? Hang on.
No, as I come on, it went off.
All right, I'm gonna fuck Nuno's. Go away! I don't want Nuno's 11. Hang on 1 minute. Right. So my 11 is going for a 4-4-2, Barry. I'm going old school, mate. Apart from anything else, the 4-4-2 which is what we went to in the second half in that game. We looked better against Leeds, and we've looked better all in the second half of the season playing 4-4-2. Areola in goal. Walker Peters or Wan-Bissaka. I'm not precious. Walker Peters or Wan-Bissaka at right back. Mavropanos and Dizazi centre back. Diouf left back. I'm going to go Somerville and Traore on the wings. Our fastest and most tricky players on the wings. And what I'm doing up front, this is mad, right? This is mad what I'm doing up front. I'm going to put our most clinical players up front, Barry. You know, like the two blokes that if you give them a chance, there's half a chance they're going to fucking score. Them blokes. Yeah. I'm going to put them up front. Yeah. Also, two blokes that might know how to fucking stay onside. Or in Tatty's case, know when you're onside and offside. Because there was one point where he was onside and he didn't fucking run. He ain't got a clue. When he's offside, he thinks he's on. Honestly, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of him. Everything's a weldy, the fuck. I've never seen someone try and pull so many overhead kicks.
On the train.
Yeah.
And then everybody got off the train and went in a local boozer at Chelmsford.
Yeah.
No one bought a drink. They were just there watching the penalties. When he stepped up, body language told me everything. Everything.
Yeah.
You just think...
No, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
I'll be honest with you, I don't crucify him, but I'd rather one of the kids go up and fucking hit it. You know what I mean? Like the kid come on and saved the penalty.
He was never ever gonna fucking score. He just weren't. And do you know what else really pisses me off as well now? I found it cute the first time in a weird sort of way because it showed a human side. But how the fuck can you expect your team to have any bollocks at all if you haven't even got the nuts to get off your seat and take your head out from between your knees and watch a penalty being taken?
Yeah.
Nuno just sits there. He is such a shitty bum, that bloke. Honestly, the geezer's
he done it the last round, didn't he?
He's a massive pussy. He just is.
He done it the last little penalty. He's
got a kid in goal as well, 20-year-old kid. And he's sat there with it in the fucking... He's got his head between his knees. I can't stand him.
Yeah. I don't know. I just hope. I mean, it's going to give you hope if they win. It's going to give people a lot of hope if they win Friday night. Of course it will, but I'm reluctant, and I was reluctant. I'm not going to change my mind. I thought weeks ago we were down, regarding what run we ever went on.
Deep down, I have as well, mate. I'll be honest with you. I've had a couple of I've been elated when we've won a few times, but I've always come back down to like the following day once you've got over the win. I've felt that we've it's been too little, too late, and that we've run out of chances. If I'm honest, I'm not saying it's impossible because it ain't. It's not impossible. We can stay up. But I don't think we will because we've got no Bottle in this team. And the problem is, no, it ain't the team. We have got Bottle in the team. That's unfair. We have got Bottle in the team. We've got no Bottle where it matters. And that's the guy that is setting up the team because it all filters. It all comes from the top. You know, basically, if your manager sets you up with confidence, and what confidence is, that means that you trust your players a little bit. You ain't got to double up in every fucking position because you trust that man to do his job. That means that you can put another body further forward, this, that, the other. If you set him up with confidence, that will translate to that team. That's what he's got to do, but he won't. He'll set up cautious. And what that means is, do you know if you set up in a defensive way, and when you start in a game, all you're doing is you're basically trying to counter the opposition. That means that all week long, all you've been doing is talking about the threat of the opposition and how to stop them, which basically you're saying to your team, you're not good enough to go at this team. You've got to try and stop them from playing.
All they got to do...
Go on.
Sorry.
Go on, mate.
All they got to do, Friday night, attack.
Yeah.
Forget everything else. I'll even fuck the defending off. Get out there and attack every possibility you can. It will go in off someone's arse, someone's shin. It will go in. And I'll look at your team. I'll go with that. Wilson and Bowen up top, and I would. But,
we need a big player in that team. Like I said, this has happened before, right? This has happened before. Anton Ferdinand spoke about it under Kirbishley. The team just didn't listen to Kirbishley anymore. They basically used to let him pick the 11, and then they'd kick him out the changing room, and they would set up the team themselves, how they was going to play and what they was going to do. And that happened for the second part of the season. We need a big player that Nuno can't drop to take the ball by the horns and just basically go, fuck this, boys, we're going to attack. That's what we need.
He's bowing that bloke, though. I don't think he is.
We need someone to fucking do it. We need someone that's undroppable, that's got the bollocks to do that. Talk to these, because they all want to attack. None of them want to just sit back and defend like that. They don't. You know?
Well, no, you don't train all fucking week. Well, or do you? Because every video you see on that telly or the YouTube where they're training, it's the same old shit.
I know.
They're not going to show you what they want to show you, do they?
Well, I watched another
tippy-tappy football.
I watched another video earlier on, which I wish I hadn't, and that was a De Zerbi training drill. Fuck's sake, wish I hadn't watched that.
But they're going to get the bounce, and Tottenham will get out of it. We know that.
I wish I hadn't watched that. He was fucking I didn't need to say that. He's a coach, put it that way. He's a proper coach. He's hands on. But anyway, Barry, lovely to chat to you again, mate. Going to try and get someone else on now. Mate. And
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, are you over there on Friday?
Yeah, for my sins. Yeah, I'll be going over.
Well, hopefully, mate. Hopefully you get. Hopefully we have a good night. I mean, look, we do want to stay up. Well, I just don't really.
I'll be home by half time.
I just don't really care now. Whatever happens.
I'll be home by half time. The old woman don't think I'll bring on bin.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking me call anyway.
Cheers, Bal.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
Ta, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Right, I'm going to return a few of these. Hang on 1 minute. 1 second. Hang on. Where are we? So, I've got this one here. Hello there. It's Claret and Booze. I've not seen this number before, mate. So I hope you're someone that wants to be phoning into the show.
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, top man, mate. Who am I talking to anyway?
Adam,
what would you like to talk about this evening?
Well, first of all, start with the Leeds game yesterday.
Go on.
I thought how we started yesterday. Well, first 80 minutes of it was pretty much what we see at Ellen Road.
Yeah.
And they just trampled all over us.
Yeah.
It should have been 3-4-0. How it wasn't, I don't know, but they weren't as clinical in front of goal.
Well, Ariola made 2 world-class saves, which helped.
He did indeed.
Yeah.
He did indeed. And then just like the Prague situation where it weren't written in the script for us to win there, us to come back yesterday weren't written in the script either.
It wasn't, no.
No. The players done brilliantly to put it back.
And that's the thing. I'll put that on the players. Nothing to do with Nuno, because I don't think he didn't help. He didn't help them one bit.
I completely agree with that. Completely agree. And the other thing, I listened to your video this morning, and I woke up fuming myself today.
Yeah, I was
angry.
And
you start asking the questions: are West Ham fans actually West Ham fans or Premier League fans?
Yeah.
Because it just seems that everyone wanted to throw yesterday's game in the expense of this massive big game on Friday night.
Yeah, mate. I had a comment earlier on. I'm not slagging you off. Everyone thinks about things differently because as a regular commentator on the show. But he said, "Oh, come on, Nick. The FA Cup's only worth like $1 million. 17th's worth 20. I don't give a fuck. I'm a fan.
No,
I want to win. So I don't care.
That is it.
I don't care. Look at what they do with our money anyway. We've spent 25 million on Pablo. I don't care.
Well, there you go. There you go. I'm the same, mate. I really don't care. At the end of the day, for me, I know we're going down.
Yeah.
So I'm already resigned to that fact. So a cup run, go to Wembley would have been brilliant.
It would have really softened the blow of a poor season because although we've picked up this year, right? Although we've picked up and we've got a few decent scalps. We beat Fulham, we beat Tottenham in the last minute. I mean, there ain't really been that many great results in the league. There hasn't been. Not in the second part of the season. The only reason we're anywhere near it is because the 3 teams above us have been shit and never allowed us back in.
Shit, yeah, that is it. That's all. They've allowed us back in,
and every time we've had a chance to jump out, we've bottled it. Every time.
Yeah, we've crumbled.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I just woke up so angry this morning. I was thinking, I felt very disheartened yesterday, and then the disheartened from yesterday to this morning, I was fuming. And I was starting to. Have I actually just witnessed what I witnessed yesterday?
Well, I was crushed. I was heartbroken after that game. I must admit, I was a bit devastated last night. Because I thought we was going to do it as well. Apart from anything else,
I did.
Because of the way it went, because we got the 2 freak goals. I mean, look, on another day, Dizazi's goal gets ruled out as well for a fucking high boot. That could have been ruled out, but it didn't. It got given, and we went through to extra time. Through to extra time, and then, but even that bit of drama at the end where Areola goes down, Finn Herrick comes on. I think, mate, this is fucking perfect. This is like written in the stars.
Yeah, I did.
So I honestly thought.
When he especially when he saved that first pen.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. That this is written in the stars. He's going to make a name for himself. We're going to go through on pens. But I was actually expecting better from Nuno yesterday as well because of obviously how much he went for it in that Brentford game.
Well, especially because he basically got Jimmy injured in that game.
That is it.
Do you know what I mean? Which is fucked up. Which is fucked up the last month. He did that.
It has.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what though? It almost made me feel because I go home and away, and I was one of the fans a couple of seasons back in the quarterfinal up at Anfield.
Yeah,
and we went up there and fielded a second string team, and it was almost identical to that scenario. It's like an allergic reaction that we have to field a second string team.
Yeah,
come a quarterfinal, and it's so disrespectful on the fans that pay their money, go week in, week out to have shit served up like that.
The thing that's annoying, right? If you want to look at it, I don't know. If you want to look at it, I suppose from a business point of view, and you think, right, look, we can't go at the cup this year. We just can't do it. Then play the under-21s against QPR and get knocked out early in the fucking cup. Don't get to a quarter final at home. Don't get to one game away from fucking Wembley and don't do that.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse. We've fielded quite a good team the whole way through.
Yeah.
Risk players, especially in that Brentford game.
Yep.
And you think, to do what? To just whimper out against Leeds on penalties because we can't be bothered to field a full-strength team.
And also, mate, one other thing as well, right? This is what, because I believe that, I've talked to a few ex-players and I've talked to a couple of current players, not a West Ham current players, but other players. And they all say the same thing, right? They're not much different from fans in terms of the fundamentals of football. We want cups, so do they. They want glory.
Yeah, of course.
They want cups. They want fucking medals. They want that day out of Wembley.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's what drives them. They don't just want to be boring fuckers that just sit there defending, not attacking, not scoring. They don't want that.
Well, it goes back to basics. It's every kid's dream to go out and lead a team out at Wembley.
Yeah.
And it's just mind-boggling of what went through Nuno's head for that team yesterday.
Mate, and like I said, a lot of people have said the same thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not. But the fact of the matter is, David Sullivan does not pick that team. Is there a chance that David Sullivan had a meeting with Nuno and said, Nuno, You've got maybe even, especially after what happened with Jimmy, maybe Sullivan's gone, no, you can't do it. You got to rest this player. You can't do it. But even then, there is no way Nuno has to listen to fucking Sullivan on that front. Nuno,
no, of course he don't.
Because what Nuno could say is, no, Mr. Sullivan. Because as well as injuries, mentality is important. If we win,
100%.
It's going to lift the team, lift the fans, and that is worth more. It's worth doing that, even if you get an injury along the way,
of course,
because it lifts everyone up.
Of course.
So that was a Nuno
up for Friday.
He don't.
Of course,
he don't lift the players up for Friday. He didn't lift the players up for that game. That was a quarter final.
No, of course he didn't.
You know,
and this is the problem. And there's no coincidences that it happens every year that we just field these second string teams. And I always think you were just speaking about it with a caller before. I always think back to that Nottingham Forest game. I think it was 2015 when we fielded a bunch of kids under Big Sam.
Yeah.
You go back as far as then. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be a regular occurrence every year. Fans pay their money, go home and away for what? For a second team
and this is what I don't get as well, right? And that's why I love people like that's why I love managers like Andrew, right? Because you've got owners that look. It depends on the owner. I mean, someone said to me that same comment I was talking about earlier on. He said to me, "What would you do if you was owner? You know, one's worth 20 million, one's worth 1 million." Well, I'm sorry, right? And I think there are a lot of owners like this as well. I would be thinking about my fans. I would want to win every game. Because at the end of the day, what's your club without your fan base? That being in the cup competition means more than every. Do you know something? You could be shit all year, but go and win a cup. They'll forgive you for everything. It's that important.
Of course they would.
So to make that decision, that feels spiteful on the board's part and on Nuno's part as well. It ain't just gutless; it's fucking spiteful, and I can't forgive him for that.
Of course it is.
I can't.
No, I can't.
And if he loses on Friday, I'm going to say this now: I would not want to be Nuno because it will go off in that fucking stadium.
Yeah, it's going to turn toxic. 100%.
It's going to turn bad in there because if we're shit. And especially it depends how we lose as well. So if we set up badly and we're defensive and we get pumped like we did last time we played Wolves, mate, I wouldn't want to be Nuno. He won't be smiling, put it that way.
No.
You know,
and at the end of the day, there's nowhere for him to hide. He has to face that music.
Yeah. But look, hopefully we win anyway. But I weren't confident for the Wolves game before. I ain't now. I'm not confident now.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't before, and I'm not now. I'm really not confident. I was thinking, like, even this morning and spoke to a couple of people today, you know, I think realistically that whoever is to survive needs 2 wins between now and the end of the season. I can't see us getting 2 wins.
Well, look,
I can't see us getting 2 wins. I can actually see the two teams around us getting 2 wins.
Can I ask you something? What about if you went with my 11? And you went 4-4-2. Adama, Jimmy, just attacking, an attacking formation.
I did comment on it, and I said that formation that you put up before yesterday, only because of Traore, I wouldn't have gone with Traore. After yesterday, I would go with that formation.
How good was
Traore.
he? How good was he?
He was brilliant.
He was fucking good.
It reminded me of Antonio.
He was good. Like he was unplayable. I mean, they tried to kill him at one point when he was running through the middle of the park.
It was like a tank.
I know. and Ampadu tried to fucking snap his Achilles, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
So I don't know, mate. But look. Anyway, mate, it's been lovely talking to you.
You too, mate.
Before we go, well, I suppose you've already said. Do you think? See, I think we can stay up if we beat Wolves. If we beat Wolves, then I'll be thinking there's a chance that we can stay up, but only a chance.
Yeah, I think
it doesn't mean we're going to stay up, but I think if we beat Wolves, we've got a chance. I do think that regardless what happens in the other games, we lose to Wolves. I think that's it.
Yeah, I do. I see. I'm the same. I think if we win, the pressure is massively then on Forest and Spurs.
Yeah, hugely. Massively.
And I think they're going to bottle it. But if we fail to win, I think that's it. Good night, Vienna.
Yeah,
we're done.
No, and to be honest, I don't want us to go down, but it's no more than them fuckers deserve. To be honest,
of course,
of course, we'll still be there.
And more so after yesterday.
We'll still be there next year. Fuck it, who cares?
Yeah.
Players come and go. It don't matter. Listen, we'll have a relegation celebration. That's what we do. We don't care. Bring it on, relegation. Bring on Lincoln away. Fuck them all. It don't matter.
That is it.
No more VAR.
It really doesn't fuss us.
We'll have a no more VAR celebration. That's what we'll do.
Of course we will.
Right, mate. Lovely talking to you anyway. Speak to you soon.
You too.
Ta-ra, mate.
Take care. Ta-ra, mate.
Good call. Right. I've got a very impatient Gary here. Hang on. Gary, I'll phone you back in a second. Let's get this miserable bastard on. Hang on. Good call.
Hello?
Hello, Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. What would you like to talk about, Philip?
Nothing. You rang me. What do you want to talk about?
Well, you said you wanted to phone in.
Oh, don't. Oh, what a fucking... That was a bit of... I don't know. Do you know, when it all came to the end yesterday, I was sort of numb with it all. And then I woke up this morning, a bit like you, thinking, fuck me, I can't believe...
I was so angry. So angry this morning.
So was I. I had to go... I don't know what I had to do. I got up so early as well. I think I woke up 3 times last night with that bloody thing. And I was all right when it first... I just thought they were so unlucky, weren't they?
I felt really sorry for the players, because the players that were on the pitch, they did give it a go. They gave it a go in that extra time.
They
did give it a go. But it doesn't detract from the fact that was never part of Nuno's plan with the way that he set that team out. He didn't try to
that
win.
First half, they were absolutely shit, weren't they?
Shit.
My God.
Yeah. They didn't even try to win.
I couldn't believe how cheap did they give the ball away. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, all 3 of them.
But that's weird, though, and that's what I don't get, right? So, and I know who you're talking about as well, because Potts done it twice in quick succession. He done that. And that ain't Potts. Potts is a good technical player, and that comes down to management. That comes down to coaching. That comes down to being able to instill confidence in your players. And as well as some players have flourished, we've seen it with Mavropanos. Look, Jimmy's looked good, but I think Jimmy's always been good. I think Jimmy's probably one of those types of players. He likes to be the main man, and he's got better since Paqueta's gone, because he's like the main man now. I
just think that Potts has lost all confidence.
That's what I mean. Potts ain't shit. He ain't shit. We've seen it.
He just goes backwards. He's I don't know what they're doing on the training pitch of him. Like if he's under that lack of confidence, they should just get hold of him and say, right, just shake it off your head, right?
Yeah.
All you got to do for the next 20 minutes, right, we're on a training pitch. Doesn't matter if you lose the ball, because we're training.
Yeah.
Your first thought is you go forward. Don't go sideways. Don't go backwards. Go forward. Look forward, because he did that when he first started, didn't he? Going forward.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't do that under Nuno. We literally don't. Those 3 midfielders. Even Fernandez has started to look shit in the last 3 games. By Fernandez's standards, he started to look poor. He just has. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying, Nick. What I'm saying to him is you've got to pull him out of it. This negative. Do you know what I mean? The confidence is gone anyway. But he's on the training pitch. What are they doing on there?
Well, we've just been blocking. I mean, I'll go back to. I think our best midfield performance this season was against Newcastle, and we had Potts, Fernandez, and Paqueta in midfield. That was a brilliantly balanced midfield performance. You know, there was pressing well, there was intelligent, there was triangles, quick moving of the ball. It was good, you know. But then what we're seeing now, that was a fluid midfield 3 that were fucking attacking, defending. They was moving around, chasing the ball, hunting it down. Now what we've got are 3 fucking traffic cones. That's what we've got. Yesterday, we had Magassa, Potts and Fernandez, 3 all playing as CDMs, 3 CDMs. That's what we had. There's no dynamism there. They're all just stood there shielding the defence. Shit.
It's not, you can't, well, we all know You can't play football like that. You can't do it. It's just. And then all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but when the push comes to it, and he goes back to a standard traditional 4-4-2. And that Fernandez, I mean, that's the worst I've seen him play in that first. Like, he was like a bumbling idiot, wasn't he? I mean, I've never seen this touch was shit.
They lose confidence because if you're a player, like you said there, if you're a player and your instinct is to get the ball, play on a half turn, go forward, look for a forward pass, but you're being instructed, don't do that. When you've got the ball, stop, pass sideways, control it, play in your own half. Control the game in your own defensive third. It goes against what their instincts are, which is why they second guess themselves, which is why they make mistakes. That's what happened.
The point I'm making. When he went to 4-4-2 towards the end, he all of a sudden he was totally transformed, wasn't he? He played well for the last. I was like, bloody hell! It's just so frustrating watching it. It's just
look. I made the point, and no one want to listen to it because everyone likes to have someone to hate, but it's no coincidence. Look, Fernandez for the last 3 games has been incredibly poor. As poor as what Paqueta was starting to look when you're playing in a defensive shape. If you're an attacking player and your instinct is to go forward and you're looking, but it just doesn't work. I mean, what this bloke actually needs is 10 defenders and 1 fast player. He needs 10 defenders and Traore. That's ideally what Nuno needs in his team because no one else really fits the mould for what he wants to do. It just doesn't, and that's why I don't want the fucker here. That's the only bonus in going down is that we can have look. It ain't really a clear out of the players. I ain't got nothing against the players because if anything, I've grown to like this group of players. I think they've been fighting and showing a lot of fight in the past few months. They have under the constraint of fucking Nuno. I think we've got better since Paco's come in, and I just can't help but.
That was a funny thing. I don't know if you noticed that. Do you notice that when they come out for the extra time? I don't know if it was only very quick. I don't know if a lot of people probably missed it, but they the camera panned to that Paco.
Yeah.
And Nuno, fucking manager Nuno, on the sideline, and his eyes are like fucking thunder. I don't know what was said. He's like, "You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that."
He ain't going to be happy with this, mate. This is what I mean. So you got these different. This is why, like I've said before, I like Ange because I've heard the guy speak and I've seen the way he sets his team up. And there's certain managers and certain clubs, like even boards, that go out there and they want to give to their fans. They want to entertain their fans. They want to go at every competition. And Ange is like that. He's one of those managers. He'll try and win every fucking game. You know, that's the way they set up. These managers are not. They're like fucking they're like accountants. You know, it's just about, you know, churning out points. It doesn't matter what it fucking looks like. And it's sad because fans can't get engaged with that. I am sorry, right? For anyone that was there, you know, for anyone that was in that stadium last night, I saw Dodsey make a comment on there earlier on. He was there. And I feel bad for the fans that left early as well. It ain't nothing to be laughed at because I don't blame any fan for leaving early from that. With the way that Nuno set us up, we was lucky not to be battered. And to be quite honest, you know, that was a freak, us getting back into that. West Ham not letting the fans back in is a fucking disgrace. And they didn't let them back in. But with the way that he set them up, it was a mate, it was a fucking disgrace. I've lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say.
I just thought, like, you know,
that's what I was going to say. Sorry, Phil. The limbs, what every fan lives for. You can go over there and you can sit there just watching your game play in a Premier League game. You know, oh look, we've won 1-0 today. Ask one person that was in those stands yesterday when that second goal. I know it was like in my front room. My son gave me a fucking headlock. He leapt at me across the fucking room, and literally we was literally wrestling each other. It went fucking mad. It went off in my front room. But you ask any, but you ask any fan that was in that, because it's better when you're there. You ask any fan that was in that stadium what that felt like when that would have been like the winning goal in Prague. It was limbs everywhere. And that feeling that you get, that's what being a football fan is all about. And that's what we fucking want. That's what we want.
What really annoyed me is the fact that I listened to these people and they were about this
Premiership bollocks and this and that, and it's about
the Premier League don't do that to you.
Feeling. No, it's but do you know what I mean? I mean, you know that I'm older and I probably have got a different attitude to the youngsters.
You're an old fucker,
the Instagrams.
I know, yeah.
No, I'm not that old, but I was there. I was there when we won the 1980 FA Cup. That's what brought me the love of West Ham, really, because my cousins used to take me there.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's the passion, the excitement, the adrenaline rush. I mean, I was bored out of my fucking brain the first half. I was so frustrated with the crap that we were playing. I thought the second half, we're getting a bit better. And then all of a sudden, bang, it all happens, didn't it? And then I was fucking emotional.
And do you know what?
I'm running around the garden. Go on, you fuckers, get in there.
I don't believe you was running, Phil. I don't believe that. But what I will say is you're right. That feeling of euphoria, there is nothing else. There is nothing else in the world that can do that to you like football, because it's chaos. That was a chaotic game, and even extra time was amazing. I'll be a lot of credit to Leeds as well, because that extra time, normally it gets cagey and people just start playing out for penalties. That was like a fucking basketball game. That was going end to end to end to end.
Brilliant,
it was a fucking brilliant game. It was a brilliant, from that point, from injury time onwards, it was a brilliant fucking game. It was.
There's something crazy that they come up with. They threw these stats up. Was it something like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly. It's something ridiculous, like 23 shots in the last 22 minutes.
Both teams had over 20 shots on goal. It come extra time. That never happens. Yeah, that never happens. But it was.
But I must say this bit though. I saw his post-match interview, and I really did feel for him. And he was genuinely bowing.
Oh,
he was
fuck! I thought you were saying no.
No, not him. Fuck him. Have you seen the Bowen's post-match?
No,
interview?
I've not watched. Look, listen, I felt sorry for Bowen. I
really felt for him. I thought that interview was brilliant. The way he put it. I mean, he was emotional a little bit, and he just really, really wanted us to get the fans to the. And he blamed himself, and I thought, no, mate, no.
Do you know something?
All right, you missed the penalty, but he's never let us down, really, is he?
I felt quite bad. I felt quite bad recently, because there's been a few times where I've got stuck into Bowen a little bit, and I do feel quite bad for it, because I don't think that man ever is guilty of not trying and giving 100%. Ever, not once. He always fucking tries. He has bad games. He does have bad games, but he's never guilty of trying, and he always fucking. And he's the only reason that we're probably even in the Premier League now. If you go back and look at the goals that he scored in previous seasons, and even with a season like this one where he ain't been playing at his best, he's still chipping in with more goals and assists than anyone else. And I thought he played well yesterday. He was unlucky. He hit the fucking post 3 times, didn't he?
Well, see that strike, fucking hell. I know. Oh, just the luck, isn't it? It's just fucking hell. And do you know, it just summed it up. It's like, obviously that young kid, the goalkeeper, Hendrick, isn't it?
Oh, Finn,
and he had a fucking night. He had a nightmare, didn't he, in his last game in that cup, and it was a bad one for him. It
was bad. I think what had happened in that one, I watched that game. He was carrying an injury. And he probably should have gone off late on in that game, but he did. He let it sort of down between his legs. But I saw him. I went to Colchester to watch him. He's fucking good. And do you know what did translate as well was because he's cocky. He's proper cocky. And did you see him? Did you see him giving it to all the players that were running up to him as well? I quite enjoyed that. I think he's going to be a fun goalkeeper. I think old Finn Herrick.
Yeah, he's good though, isn't he?
He's good. He's good.
But away from that, I just felt sorry for him. I just felt so sorry. His post-match interviews, like
he's broken, mate.
He was, but it's not that. It was just the way he just said, "Like, I'm really." Oh, you have to watch it. I just felt like
I will watch it.
Himself for it, and I thought, no, you don't need it.
Mate, he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He really has, and the thing is, right, he's carrying the full burden, and he has done for a while of this club, but more so now. If you look at him when he signed that 7-year deal, that poor fucker, He signed that 7-year deal on the promise of a big project that was going to be built around him.
Yeah.
Well, that project has turned into a dismantling. All he's seen is players, like good players, go one after the other. Be it like players like the level of Paqueta being replaced with players of the level of fucking Pablo. I ain't being funny, mate. Bowen don't want to play with players like that. He don't. They don't want to play with players like the geezer's shit. It's embarrassing. I mean, I'll tell you how bad it is now. I said this on the group earlier on, and this ain't me digging Souček out, by the way, all right? But he ain't fucking Zidane. He's not. We should have been phasing Souček out now. He can't. I don't even think he gets in the starting lineup of the Czech team anymore. Right? He's quite ineffective now. But Souček now is back to being one of our best players again. That is how the level of this team has come down.
To be fair to him, he done all right yesterday, though.
Yeah, but he will. Because we've got people like fucking Pablo in the team. And you've got players like that, and Kilman in defence. I mean, we're carrying so much shit.
That one there,
we're carrying so much shit, mate. Honestly,
I can't feel sorry for professional footballers because I can't feel sorry for them because it's not the hardest life in the world. I feel sorry that he gets put in. I feel sorry for the fact that Kilman gets put into positions where
he shouldn't even be played.
He just can't. He shouldn't be
played.
Shouldn't be put in that. He should just fucking hell. He's just shot.
It's like a lamb to the fucking slaughter. And look, I'm going to say it. I don't agree with players being booed. I really don't fucking agree with that at all.
No, I don't either. Because
it happened to Mavropanos. Mavropanos was being booed 6 months ago, coming on. You know, so I don't get this mentality of fans now. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking wankers in. Well, a lot of our fans are a bit fucking.
They are a bit like that, yeah. So hence why I'm not on Twitter
You can't
anymore.
be doing that. Yeah, but you can't do that. I mean, the bloke is shot to pieces, and that's the bit that's disappointing. Is the management, not the manager. He's part of it, but the management team themselves should realise that he's shot to pieces. You can't play him.
You can't help but feel sorry for the bloke. But fuck me, you've also got to feel sorry for us West Ham fans as well. That was a quarter-final. It was a quarter-final.
I know.
And you've thrown a complete liability on the field.
What do you think about that first one? The first penalty? I thought that was a penalty. The first one.
I don't think.
Got away with that.
I think it would. I think the player got his shot away, and Areola saved it, didn't he? And
he still went through. He was late.
He did. He was late. If it had been given, I couldn't have complained. But for me, I don't think because he got. I don't know what the rules are, but because he got the shot away, I didn't think it was. But they were both late.
As soon as it happened, I thought, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Dodgy. That is. And then the other one was with that arsehole. What's his name? That Leeds dirty twat. I've seen it played back in slow motion.
Ampadu, what he did to Traore, yeah.
Fucking hell. How can that not be dangerous, violent play?
That's how good
He went from his calf down to his fucking Achilles, all the way down.
That's how good Traore was yesterday. They tried to kill him. He was so fucking good yesterday, I must admit. Humble pie for me. What a fucking performance that was. He went half good.
I didn't even know where he was. I was thinking, fucking hell, this bloke?
He looked like he's trimmed down. He looked fit because he weren't blowing. I mean, you
He
remember
looked like he's lost about 2 stone.
He does.
He?
He's trimmed down.
Hell.
He's trimmed down. So he looks fit, and his feet. He looked light on his feet. And mate, what a fucking handful he is when he plays like that. My God.
However, the negative bit of him. And I picked up on it when you were in your little rant last night, but I thought the same thing. Shitty bum. He pulled that injury.
He did, yeah.
He didn't want to take a penalty, did he?
No.
He's fucking shitty ass.
Yeah, but he is terrible in front of goal, though, isn't he? I don't blame him. I think if you listen,
it's not as bad as that Pablo. Though. As soon as he picked the ball up, I thought, fucking no.
But again, he is shit, Pablo. Right? I don't know how many times I've been saying it since they've been here.
However,
he took it. He stepped up and he took it.
Yeah, fair enough. He did. You can't knock someone for doing that, can you?
He had football socks full of shit by the time that he ran up and kicked it. But he took it.
Fucking hell, I think, Jesus Christ, that was a bad penalty, wasn't it? Of all the fucking...
Mate, I am sorry, right? I don't even... Look, he ain't he'd be useless in the Championship, that bloke. Did you see Southampton the
He'd
other day?
be useless in the fucking Eastwood League. What are you on
Mate,
about?
but what did you see Southampton the other day play Arsenal? They're not even in the playoffs. He'd be shit in the Championship.
I tell you what, that Southampton side looked pretty fucking good, didn't they?
Yeah,
Fuck me.
and they'd made changes. No, they've got a deeper squad than us, and they're fucking.
Who's that manager? He's a youngster, isn't he? He's got them going.
He was their under 21s manager or something. Came in as an interim, and they've given him the job. He's done really well. 33.
God, they play some fucking proper attacking football, don't they?
That's the thing as well. When people say, "Oh, you're going up against Arsenal, you just got to sit back." Well, I'm sorry, right? And I know people will say, "Hang on a minute, they didn't have rice." That was a team full of internationals. That team was worth fucking hundreds of millions. It was on that pitch that Arsenal fielded, right? And you know something? Southampton didn't sit back once, not once. They fucking kept them stretched out.
Absolutely fucking brilliant.
They done well. You ain't got to sit back and shit yourself.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
And that's what annoys me when we do what we do. We have basically we wasted at least 50 minutes of that game. How the fucking hell we weren't 3-0 down at half time? It's only because of the goalkeeper.
The genius of Areola, who can't get in our first team.
The first goal, fucking hell, that deflection was horrendous. It looped over his head, didn't it?
Yeah. Iron CV says, do you think Herrick could be ready for the Championship? Well, I'll be honest with you now. I don't want Hermansen anymore. I'd sell him. Areola won't obviously be down in the Championship. He's on about 140 grand a week. So if we go down, Areola's gone. Herrick, you'd absolutely give him a chance. Why wouldn't you? I'd give him a chance. I'd rather play. I don't like Hermansen. I think he's shit.
No, I don't either. I think he's fucking crap. I don't like him. I don't like his position. I don't like the way he positions himself.
Rubbish.
I don't like.
No, fuck it. Go with Herrick.
All he is a bloody outfield player with gloves on, isn't he?
Yeah, play him in midfield. He might be all right then. I don't know.
Yeah, he might be.
Might be all right. But anyway, Philip, right? We're gonna cut this one off.
He sounds like my mother.
Are we winning? Are we winning on Friday, Phil?
Fucking hell. Well, I can answer that by. I'll let you know when I see the lineup.
No. Play the fucking game. Are we going to win on Friday?
If we go 4-4-2, we'll win by about 3-0.
So we're not going to win them. That's what you're saying.
No, because we ain't going to go 4-4-2, are we? So we're going to get done about fucking 3-0 ourselves.
Yeah, because I will say Wolves don't struggle to score. They don't.
No, so they look pretty good, don't they?
They do at the moment.
But if you don't fight fire with fire, you might as well fucking not even turn up. That's my personal opinion.
He's going to shit his pants, especially because of the pressure.
He ain't got it. He ain't got the bottle. He hasn't
so much
got
pressure on himself for this game. So much unnecessary. Do you know, if we'd have won that Leeds game, there'd have been less pressure on this one. There would have been. We'd have still needed to win it, but there would have still been a good feeling around it. He's put so much pressure on himself now. He's going to shit the bed. I know he is. I thought he was going to anyway, but now I definitely do.
Well, he hasn't proven anything else, has he, really?
No.
All I hope is he falls down the stairs or something and Paco has to take over.
Yeah. Lock him in a cupboard or something. Fucking hell.
Yeah. With a gimp mask on.
Yeah. Well, if he falls down the stairs, I hope he don't knock his teeth out because it looks like they cost him a fortune. Them fucking.
I know, they're pretty good. They ain't Turkish.
They're not Turkish. No. He went to fucking the Mayfair clinic on that one, didn't he?
Yeah. Right, geezer. I'll speak to you soon, mate.
All right, bye, Phil. See you later, mate.
All right, bye-bye.
Right. Good call, Philip. 1 minute, please. Here we go. Right. He's been very eager tonight. Very eager. He must have a plan. Gary's got a plan, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, is that Gary?
Hiya, Nick.
How are you? You've been fucking eager tonight. You've been phoning from the off, haven't you? You've been.
Yeah, well, I was probably a bit like you last night, mate. I had trouble sleeping.
Yeah, I feel better now. I've got it all off my chest. So
yeah, I think talking about having a show, I think it does you good sometimes to get it out of your system.
it does. Well, I hadn't sufficiently I hadn't got anything out of my system because I don't know whether you saw my post match last night. I was dead. I was just like, I just went through the game.
I saw it. I
just went through the game. I was just like, this happened, and then they scored, and then I was gone.
So angry, and I'll tell you what, I love that lineup you put in tonight. I mean, this is a rarity, but I've agreed with everything you said tonight.
It's just literally logic. Put your players. I'm sick of players up front that don't score goals. Put your best fucking goal scorers up front. It ain't. That's not rocket science, is it? It ain't even a gamble. Just do it.
No. I mean, if you had Jimmy playing with Traore either side, you've got Wilson, who's a natural goal scorer, but the other two, Pablo and Tati, are just not. And you've got Bowen, he could drop off a little bit, or he could run beyond him.
Three, I think but Traore, Somerville and Bowen running at a defence with Bowen sniffing out space. Sorry, Wilson sniffing out space. That's all he'd have to do. All Wilson would have to do is just hover. He'd just have to hover around. Yeah. He'd pick up loads of fucking goals.
I mean, the midfield as well. I mean, when I saw that team yesterday, I mean, I'm not a fan of Magassa. He's had one good game with his club. That was against Man United away.
He's been Magassa.
He's been a liability. I don't rate him. Potts has gone backwards. I'm not saying he ain't a good player, but at the moment...
No, it is what it is. You can't play him at the minute because he ain't playing well.
I mean, that midfield of Kanté and Fernandes, loads of legs in there, great midfield. The only thing is, you also made a good point, where obviously it might be a bit...
I don't know how positionally disciplined he'll
No, with Souček... Yeah.
Well, the thing is with him though, he covers so much ground, Kanté. Like he starts running and he's down the other end. You're like, fuck
bring him on second half.
Fucking hell, he's gone. He's gone. Yeah, he's disappeared.
Isn't he? He's a bit like the Yaya Toure. You know, he's that sort of player who'll get forward and But Souček, when Souček come on with the change, when he made them changes, that changed the game a lot for me. And that's why I think Fernandes struggled a bit with the midfield he was in. You know, he wasn't. He has gone the last few games. He's gone off the ball.
He's been shit for 3 games because of how we've played.
Yeah.
As Phil said, the second we played, we changed shape and we played more on the front foot.
Yeah.
If you're playing more on the front foot and you're asking Fernandes, who even in a defensive capacity is a forward-thinking player, if you're playing that way, then players like that will flourish straight away. They will. They'll click into life.
I mean, how many more times is Nuno going to get this fucking things wrong this season? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a bit told with him because
he's useless,
he has improved certain players. I mean, he's improved Debo, Magvapanos, he's improved players incredibly.
For what end? We're still in the bottom fucking 3.
I know we are.
It means nothing at the moment.
No, but what I'm saying, Nick, he's got the formations wrong so many times this season. He's picked the wrong team, the wrong formation. And when you said earlier about the fans been let down badly, and I think Nicky Hawkins said, I was listening to him earlier.
Yeah, good video.
Mimicking what you were saying.
He put a good video.
He was furious.
Yeah.
You know, there's lots of younger fans never been to see West Ham in a cup. I mean, I've seen West Ham in a cup final, and several times. You know, and some people haven't. And do you know what? I heard something yesterday. A previous West Ham manager was in a relegation fight, and he said actually that he was told by the board that the game, the Premier League game, the league game is more important. And I think that's what's happened, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you're interested on Friday, how many of them players are available?
Well, all of them will be available. No, I can tell you now, they will all be available on Friday.
Yeah.
All of them will be available. Yeah. That will. Those. I'll tell you what he did there. A decision was made. A conscious decision was made to. You can see it. They threw that game. Leeds were supposed to have battered us in that first half. It was supposed to be gone.
First half.
And then, but then what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to basically change it around, bring some kids in, and that was the fire blanket. We had kids there as a fire blanket to hide behind because West Ham Academy of Football. This is their PR talk. This is how they'll talk behind the scenes.
And he has put more pressure on himself now by doing this.
They won't say anything if you bring the kids in.
No, he has put more pressure on himself now because now, if you lose that game Friday and you don't turn up, you're absolutely right. You know, you might. So you put this game Friday first, and if you don't win it...
Just one second. Damien, right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've blocked about 50 of your accounts. It's getting fucking boring. I'm going to leave this one, so behave. All right? Behave. I'll leave you in there. Be nice. Otherwise,
Is that Damien?
Otherwise, I'll just block this one as well. It's one click and you're gone. Right, son? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on then, mate.
It's funny because that Damien, sometimes I listen to him, sometimes he makes some good points, but
He never makes good points.
He's an Antonio fan like us, Nick.
No, never makes good points. Go on, carry on.
No, so what I was going to say, yeah, no, I was just furious with it really because you can't do this like prioritise one because you can prioritise the FA Cup and flow the league games the other way round, and you get knocked out. You know,
yes.
I mean, even Leeds last night, they've gone through. I mean, but at a price. You know, they've lost both their centre halves.
Yeah, but it ain't.
Man United Monday.
Yeah, but it ain't a fucking price because look, Man United Monday, they're probably going to lose that anyway. Man United are in form. The fact of the matter is, you can't put a price. It would be worth us getting an injury and winning that game because of the lift it would give the fans, the lift it would give the rest of that team. So you can't.
Agree.
You can't. No, I don't buy that at all. I don't think there is anything.
But what I mean is,
but there is nothing positive of us at this stage being knocked out in a quarter final with one step away from Wembley. No, there's no positives, Gal. None.
No. Although saying that, I've listened to some of the Leeds fans on other channels, and that they were split with it. They asked the same question that we were asking: what would you prioritise? And some were saying FA Cup, some were saying no, we've got to stay in the league.
Yeah,
so
but
even some West Ham fans, not every West Ham fan.
Yeah, no, but that's why I blew up this morning because.
Well, I agree with you.
But
I think we should have gone for it.
We've got the same split in our fan base. We've got fans that would just rather exist in the Premier League, do nothing, exist. And every year sacrifice the cups to exist in the Premier League. Why the fuck does anyone want to do that? It doesn't make any sense. You know, you should go out and try and attack and win every game. The euphoria that I felt in my front room would have been eclipsed by those people. I've already said it.
The same, Nick.
But those people that were in that stadium, the Premier League don't do that to you. It don't do that to you.
It doesn't.
There was there was limbs everywhere, and it's only the cups that do that to you. Only the cups.
Nick, I can remember the 1980 Cup final where Ellen Rowe played Everton semi-final. Lampard scored the last minute. You know, we run around the corner flag. The semi-final, we beat Everton, got to the Wembley, beat Arsenal in the final.
Yes.
And when we scored the last minute, Lampard scores that header, and he goes around. You know, unbelievable. You never forget that.
No.
You know, that puts us in the final with 2 minutes to go.
No, it's those are the moments that you remember. All the Premier League games all merge into one in the end. Because what is it? Well, I mean, oh fuck me, what's that? But because
this is the thing: the fans, you know, the fans needed that really. They had a couple of shit years.
Yes,
and
we did.
There's a lot of younger fans that never been to a final.
Mate, just
you know,
but even the semi-final at Wembley, for some people to have gone there and had that experience, I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
You go back to last season. You have a look at that fucking Palace game and look at the fans will never forget that. The fans that was there will never forget that day. They won't.
Of course.
You know?
No, you're right. And this is it. In 10 years' time, you don't remember, what year did West Ham avoid relegation, finish 17th? But you remember what year you won the Cup. You know, that's the difference. You're right.
Yeah, so I don't get it.
This is the difference, though, between the fans and the club, isn't it? You know, the fans want, you know, not really. When you support a team, really, I heard some couple of West Ham fans on last night. I was watching all the shows, and they said it's moments like that, when that second goal went on that injury time, it's just pure drama.
That's what it's all about. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? We were so close to the fairy tale if Finn Herrick could have pulled off the winning save and we'd have gone through like that. But it would have been wonderful.
I'm so pleased that Tory's come good because I wanted him, and
he looked good.
That's the version of Tory I wanted at the club. He needed to get fit. Good. He wasn't fit when he came.
He looked fucking good. I will say that now.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm happy. And the fact of the matter is, what we've got now is you've got a genuine option. Now we've got Bowen, we've got Jimmy, and we've got Adama, who are all fucking more than capable of having a go. The only problem,
Nick, can you imagine it? But it all clicks.
The only problem, but the thing is, the only problem is, Gal. I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't really care now. I don't. If we stay up, we stay up. If we go, I don't care. Because if we stay up, I've already said this, and I weren't being petulant. I meant every fucking word. If we stay up, we're kicking the can down the road. We'll go next year because our finances are dreadful. We're going to have to sell 2, maybe 3 players in the summer. We will be Wolves next year if we stay up. It's going to be miserable next year. So I don't really fucking care, especially after what they've done in that cup. If we win and we beat Wolves and we stay up, fine. I'll enjoy the last 7 games. But I ain't getting caught up in it now. I'm not doing all the maths. I ain't doing the calculations. I can't be bothered with it.
But what I'd love to see on Friday, if Jimmy's fit and Traore one side, Jimmy the other.
Yeah.
Bowen playing off Wilson with Fernandez pulling the strings. That would be superb. Mavropanos at the back. Look, such an important player.
It would be great. It would be lovely for the last 7 games for us to set up in a way that we can just enjoy it. If we can just enjoy the football for the last 7 games, it would be nice. Do you know what I mean? Would be.
I was going to say also, from Leeds' point of view, look, I've always liked Leeds. I think they're a good club. They've got a good fan base.
I've learned.
It's been a long time.
I've grown to really like them since I've been doing this because they're fans. I'll tell you what, along with Villa fans, Everton fans, Wolves fans.
Yeah.
You know, most. Do you know what? I'm going to say this now. After I slagged off the Tottenham fans the other day, right, which I did. I had a bad rant with Spurs. Do you know something? I then went on later on that day and I did that appeal for the fundraiser for Will's son Sam. And do you know what? There was a load of Tottenham fans on there that kind of, a couple of them chipped in and put some money in as well. And it did make me realise. But nonetheless, I'm protective over my tribalism for Tottenham because it's one of the things I cherish most about being a football fan is my hatred for Spurs. So please don't burst my bubble on that. All right, I can't help it. I need to hate Spurs. I do. She's part of my makeup.
But you got. I told you the other day. A couple of Leeds channels they watch you. Guy, I think it's called the Square Ball Leeds channel. One of the blokes and he loved watching. You mentioned you last night again.
Oh, did you? Fuck's sake.
And Conor McGilligan is a really good Leeds fan. The only gripe I've got is one Leeds channel. Yeah. I mean, every fan base has got a fucking few idiots, right? But there's one fan channel there called Imagine Not Being Leeds, something like that. And they're having a dig at the Danny Dyer thing. Now, I know that TNT kept showing Danny Dyer yesterday, but that's not fucking West Ham's fans' fault. We didn't ask them to keep picturing Danny Dyer in the stands. And it's sort of, having a little dig at the West Ham about that.
Yeah, but I don't really care. I know, but I don't really care about it. Listen, I love Danny Dyer. Danny Dyer, I do.
But it's, good luck to him. Good luck to him.
Yeah, but I don't know why they're taking the piss. To be honest, I mean, it ain't Danny Dyer ain't the only. We've probably got more celebrity fans than anyone else. We've got fucking tons of them. We was back in the day. I don't know about now. Back at Upton Park, we was a good club, a trendy club to support. It almost felt at West Ham because it weren't a club that you supported for success, but we had something about us. We was a bit different. We was a trendy club. We was a cool club to support. The cool club in London. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Yeah. And unfortunately, that kind of that is being waned away a little bit now. I don't think we're cool anymore. I just think we're shit.
The thing is now, the game's gone now, and as angry as we are, and I tell you what, like you did say, if we do lose Friday badly, it's going to really go off.
He has got a point here, Gary. He has got a point here, mate. How many hours do you spend watching YouTube shows if you watch all of the other fucking
I do watch a lot of it some nights. After a game, mainly, I like to get... Do you know what it is? Do you know, like last night, you're sitting there and you're fucking fuming, like...
Yeah.
And you need, like, tonight, the show tonight. I was going to call you this morning and say, do a show tonight, Nick, because you'll feel better for it. You get it out your system.
Yeah.
I think, it's like a bit of a group therapy.
Yeah, well, no. I was going to do it tonight anyway. Because... I weren't in any fit state yesterday. I mean, I could just about do a match review, and that was the dullest match review I've ever done. I had nothing to say really. I was just like, I was crestfallen.
What happened to his show? He used to do the show in Australia. Fortune, he used to do a show, didn't he? He's stopped doing it.
Running his own business now. He's made it to the big time.
I used to watch that.
He's made it to the big time now. We don't need to do YouTube anymore. He's gonna come on and do a few shows with me though. We're gonna do.
He's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good, Kingy. He's good.
He's a great guy. But what I was going to say, the other thing I was going to say, Nick, I'm not one for over drama. When it's must-win game and some fans over exaggerate, but with Friday night game, it's better than a must-win game. I think for more than one reason, but the main reason is
for Nuno.
If we are going to stay up, and I know you're a bit blasé at the moment about it, but maybe Friday you'll feel different.
I don't think I'm going to, mate, I swear to you now, I don't think I'm going to.
If we smash them Friday 3 or 4-0 and that lineup comes up and everything clicks, you're going to be.
I'll tell you what, if I click an hour before the game, and because I won't be excited before the game, I won't be. But if I click an hour before the game and I see an attacking lineup and we go out there with intent and we look good and we win the game, then maybe my excitement will build for the end of the season. As it stands at the moment, I ain't got none left.
Did you see Paco yesterday as well, having a go at him?
But this is a problem though.
They're constant arguing him.
Because he ain't being listened to, Gal. You can see he ain't being listened. I made the point. Do you remember we argued about the Man City game? I said that point will be the point that relegates West Ham because it reinforces Nuno's position.
Yeah, he did.
And that's the problem. We'd have been better off getting walloped 3-0 in that game, I'm telling you, so that we never went near that style of football again. And then maybe we would have attacked Villa. Maybe, do you know what I mean? But getting a point against Man City, second in the league, it's just going to reinforce his, boring ways, Tosser.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with this weekend's game is now we've got 7 games. There's no more breaks. It's just football now. 7 games, and the key thing, I don't know if all the people listening or watching now. I mean, obviously, I know the fixtures. I mean, I know everyone knows now if we beat Wolves, Tottenham are in the bottom 3, and they got Sunderland on Sunday. But Man United have got Leeds and Nottingham Forest. They've got Aston Villa. They're bloody hard games. So this is the week. If we are going to stay up, this is the week when we can really, not bottle it and actually get out that bottom 3 and get right amongst it with the points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if Leeds lose Monday, we're a point behind them. Forest lose, we're on level points, and we're above Tottenham. So
alternatively,
this is the weekend we've got to do it.
Alternatively, if we lose and 2 of the other 3 win or 3 win, we're gone.
Yeah.
We're gone.
Yeah, we're gone. Yeah,
and we just threw away the cup for nothing. So.
I mean, it was an ask you something. Do you know, when we converted wide players like Analfovic, Antonio more recently, with Traore, did you ever wonder whether we could do that with him, playing down the middle? What do you think?
I don't think so, because there's a lot of there's. I mean, I've seen him play down the middle, and I've seen him play down the middle for Wolves. Fulham have done it once because I saw some clips. I saw some clips of it, and we tried it once as well. And he was driving me fucking mad. He ain't got striker's movement. He's a winger. Traore's a winger.
He is.
I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's impossible.
That's all.
Look, he's got the bit. I know what you're thinking, but Antonio. I just don't think. I don't think he's got the.
No. Maybe Antonio had a bit more of a natural finish a bit better.
Yeah, he's a winger. And he's fucking good at it as well. When he's like that, he's good at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Traore because when he came to the club, he was obviously not fit. He was too muscle bound. He's obviously you can see he's shed a bit, and he's got him into shape now. And I was quite excited by him yesterday. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, we got hang on 1 second. Sorry, mate. Has he come back to me? No, nothing. Sorry, mate. Go on. Carry on.
Yeah. So what's your feelings for it? Are you nervous? I'm not nervous. I know you're not. You're a bit funny about it. Do you think we will win Friday? What do you think?
I don't. No.
You don't?
No. I don't.
Because I would say with Wolves, most of them, I know they've picked up a lot, but the when they beat Villa and Liverpool and drew with Arsenal, they were at Wolves. Away from home, they've got a few draws, but most they've really got top performances have been at home. So, and see another thing about this fixture, if you look at it, the last quite a few years, normally favours the home team. We don't often win up there. They don't win down here much.
I know, mate.
You often find it's a home team. If you go back and look,
you keep looking at the trends, mate, and assessing the patterns. I'm
just trying to. I was laughing, though, Nick. But I mean, I imagine yesterday when that second goal went in,
you're driving yourself.
When you said you and your son put you in a headlock.
Honestly, and he's not. We're not normally like that. We're not sort of touchy-feely normally.
No,
we'll have
the
but he did with that one.
No.
He leapt on me. Give me a headlock. He started giving me a fucking noogie. Do you know, like when you do that? I'm like, what are you doing? I picked him up, threw him through the wall. I
thought you were going to the game yesterday.
No, I haven't been all season.
I thought you said a couple of weeks ago you were going to go, and that's why I texted you this morning. You're going.
I'll tell you something, right? I clicked on the website, yeah, and I saw a ticket. And the available ticket, it was £95 or it was 90 quid, 95 quid, and it was the same for my son as well. And that's nearly 200 quid. I've got to be honest, mate. No. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than give Sullivan 200 quid of my money. Not doing it. No.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Do you know what we was talking about? How the team set up. I honestly feel like, I know it's not going to happen, Nick, but I honestly feel like if Paco's in charge of that team now, I think we'd have more chance staying up.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, I've been saying that since he came in, more or less. I would rather definitely have him. If we had Paco leading this team for the last 7 games, then I'd be excited. Then I'd be invested. I can't be invested with this dull prick running this club. I know what he's going to do. There's no point getting excited. He's boring as shit. He is. Even if we start well, if we make the mistake of starting well and scoring early, the cunt will shut up shop anyway. It's just what he'll do. He's boring. He's so dull. How many points have we lost from winning positions? Because he's tried to do the opposite of what worked earlier in the game, and he's fucked it. The geezer's useless, mate. He's shit.
Well, if you think back to when he first came in, the Leeds game and Brentford games, them 2 games when he put Suchek and who's the other guy, Irving in midfield, didn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah, mate, he's useless. Yeah,
I'm thinking he's thrown games there.
But I said that he wanted, because we've basically got George Mendes running this team at the moment. That's why Pablo's still playing in the team. So that was all about creating a situation whereby Sullivan spent the maximum amount of money on Mendes players in the summer. They already had these 2 players earmarked. Wilson made the mistake of scoring those 2 goals. He was on a hat-trick at Bournemouth. All of a sudden, he gets hooked off on 60 minutes. Nuno's thinking, fuck that. He pulls him off. Doesn't fit the game plan. Then all of a sudden, we have them 2 games against Leeds and Brentford where he plays inverted fullbacks, plays Scholes on the wrong side. And then in the same game, he plays Suchek and Irving in midfield. That didn't work. We got fucked. So he then went and done it again.
Thrown away.
But then he went and done it again. And you're like...
Yeah. I was hoping with Tati and Pablo that, sometimes players come in and they take a while and then suddenly you see a player eventually. But like Traore, you've suddenly seen a player now and I think, yes. But with these 2, I do tend to agree with you. I don't think Tati's technically a better player out of the 2 of them.
Tati looks all right.
That head yesterday, Nick, he hit the post. How did he miss that?
I've got no clue.
It was an open goal.
I've got no... Do you know what the trouble this geezer is? Do you know what he is? He's a fucking poser. He won't do anything unless it's an overhead kick or a top corner finish. Yeah. Everything's got to be fucking... That's why he ain't clinical. I've never seen... He's only been here a few months. He's tried about 1,500 overhead kicks. He's desperate to score one.
You know what? And when over the years, we've had all these debates on the YouTube about Antonio. Is he a good player or not? When you think about prime Antonio, I'm talking about. Yeah. When you think what that bloke, how he's to lead the line, knock defenders everywhere, call chaos, could run behind teams, could come off. He was like a wrecking machine, wasn't he? He was just like unbelievable. Was. You had him in that team now, we would stay up, no trouble.
Yeah, no, I agree. Canning Town Len said he's just recorded a pod, which I shall be listening to. And that's more than just a podcast people, for people that want to go and find it. I'm assuming it's that one, Len, your weekly one. He says he's just done a pod and said everything that I've said word for word. It's either me or you, Gary. So he's either Len has channeled his inner Nick, or I've channeled my inner Len today. I don't know. One of the 2.
No, that thing you put out tonight.
Sounds like we're in sync.
It is. That thing you put out tonight, when I turned it on and I saw it, I thought, yes. Even the bit in the midfield, I thought, Fernandes and Kante, Kante's got legs on him and he can get around the pitch. But it's just that bit where could they stay, disciplined enough?
What I will say is I've watched the under-21s quite a few times, and in some games he shines. In other games he doesn't. But in the ones where he doesn't, I've seen him be disciplined with positioning. I think it's all it is. The way that we're using him when we're bringing him on, we're using him as a fucking wrecking machine when we bring him on. Yeah. So he looks scatty. He's all over the fucking place. He's just running and causing problems. But I do think he's capable of being a disciplined.
But Nick, how is he starting Magassa and Potts in front of him? That's the bit I don't get. This guy's paid millions of pounds. Every fan listening to this now, we all know. We all see Kante play. Who'd you play? Would you play Kante, Potts or Magassa? You wouldn't put them 2 in front of him, would you? Not from what we've seen.
I I don't know. I don't know. Look, listen. I haven't got anything against. I think the problem was with Potts and Magassa. I think you can't play them both. I think you can play either.
No,
or.
no, one or the other.
Well,
like you said, when Potts played in midfield with Paqueta and Fernandes, that worked.
Well, this is a fucking disaster. Now, I will say this. X apparently has just reported that Disasi has a hamstring injury. Now, that rings true because I remember in extra time, Disasi was holding his fucking at the back of his leg. Right,
Disasi, you mean?
Disasi. He's got a hamstring injury, apparently.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, Mavropanos should be fit. I just don't want Kilman in the team.
Are we going to beat Wolves on Friday?
We'll wait and see what team. I mean, I thought Tadibo was supposed to be like ready as well because he had a calf strain, didn't he?
I don't know. But like I said,
it was a calf strain, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't even care.
So was Jimmy. Jimmy had a calf strain.
I don't even care. Right, whatever happens. I don't care. I don't care.
Wish I could say that.
No, I don't. I'm kind of embracing it now. Because
Nick, you got to teach me, mate, how to be like this.
No, it was that FA Cup game for me. That's done me.
I know.
No, it's done me. So the only thing that could reel me back in is, as you said earlier on, is me clicking before that game and seeing a team sheet going.
That team out.
Fuck! Wow, like we're going for it, and then seeing a performance. And we
absolutely smash them 4-0.
Then
4-0.
Then you'll get me back. But as it is at the moment, mate, I'm gone. I've left him. I've left Nuno. Slag. Hang on. I've gone. I've walked away.
That's your nickname on the Leeds channel. They call you Bipolar FC.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't think you're going to be seeing. I'll seriously, mate. Like, listen, it might change. Right, I don't think so because I haven't really got. I haven't genuinely got this desperation and obsession to stay in the league. I haven't. No. If I thought that we could push on next year, I might be a bit different. But I know that ain't the case.
And can you imagine one fan last night doing his bollocks, and that would be Nigel Khan?
Oh, he'd be disgusted. Nigel would have been disgusted with that.
He would have been disgusted, yeah, because he wouldn't give a shit about going down, would he?
If not outwardly, inwardly. I know that would have hurt him 100%. 100%.
I know he loves the FA Cup, doesn't he?
Well, what is there not to love, though? I mean, like I said to you, look at the scenes. Look at the scenes that you get at them games. That you don't get that with the league. You just don't. I'm sorry.
No,
fuck the Premier League. And I'm sorry. Look, do you know, I feel sorry for these Premier League fans because I don't feel like... I think they're like the new Sky Sports era, you know? They're you know, it's all focusing on XG and patterns of play and fucking, you know, I don't know, the economics of a football.
The only way you get anything similar to that,
I don't care about the economics of a football club.
We're fans. That's right. No, we're not chairman.
No.
The only way you get a feeling like that in the Premier League, if you get to the last game of the season, we're 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go, we need to win the start, and we score twice in the last 5 minutes again, or something like that. And then you might get something like that. Yeah. You know, we just go fucking mad.
I don't know. I just hope that I can maintain this now because for me, I feel this is quite nice where I am at the moment. I'm interested. Don't get me wrong. I'm not interested. And it'd be good if we stayed up. Fine. I wouldn't be. Listen, I wouldn't be getting overly excited about it because the second that it was confirmed that we're staying up, I'd be filled with dread for next season because I'd be thinking, we've got Nuno for another year. Brilliant, fucking brilliant, amazing. So
I mean, I feel sorry for the fans that have to get up like the other side of the world, like Kingsley and Kieran in Australia. They get up like early hours in the morning to watch some of these games. You know what I mean?
Poor fuckers living next to the beach. You know, fucking 30.
I know it's
hard.
It's hard out there, mate. It's not easy.
Must be hard, mate. Must be hard. Fucking hell.
Great talking to you, Nick. Anyway,
they make me sick. Right. Okay. I'm going to let you go, Gal. Speak to you later.
Yep. Hello, mate. Take care.
Bye. Bye. Right. Okay. Let's see if there's any more. What try to phone in. Hang on 1 minute. It's been quite a relaxed show tonight. I feel quite good. Let's phone. I'll see if no, you might have work tomorrow. I'll tell you what, we will wrap it up there. That's what we'll do. We'll wrap it up there. And we'll leave it for now, unless somebody else wants to phone in before I close this show, in which case I'll talk to you. I'll tell you what, I'll give you 5 minutes. If you want to phone in, phone in. I'm not going to put my number on the screen because a million people will phone all at once. So if anyone wants to phone in now, you can. Right, let's go back to Stevie Bell. He says, we got robbed with Tatty and Pablo. At least Dick Turpin wore a mask. We did get... Mate, honestly, listen, I do think that... I do think there's potentially a player in Tatty, just not up front. He ain't a forward. You know, I think if anything, Tatty's like a 10. I think this is like playing Vlasic up front. I just think he would be better playing deeper. You know, he's obviously got a good strike on him. You know, him attacking the box late, but having him leading the line is just stupid. And the only reason that we're doing it is because he runs, but we're wasting the player and every fucking and all the chances that we create for him because he can't hit a barn fucking door. He's rubbish in front of goal. My ego was better. Who then? Tatty. I know you're a fan of Tatty, Trosh. I don't hate the player. I don't hate any player really. Even Kilman, I don't hate him. Just don't want to see him pulling the fucking West Ham shirt again. Pablo, I don't know, mate. Yeah, Pablo for me, Pablo's like a Deliveroo driver that's won a competition to play for a football team, isn't he? He ain't even a real player. Hang on a minute. He's gone. That was Phil. Not miserable Phil. Different Phil.
Hello?
Hello, is that Phil?
Yep.
Hello, mate. Did you intend to call me? Or did
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I did.
Oh, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Right, you've saved me closing the show. You're going to see us through to 2 hours. So, Phil, what would you like to talk about, my old mate?
As you know, I live in the US, but
Hello, is that Phil?
yes.
Turn the sound down, Phil.
Yeah. Give us a sec.
You've done this
What
before.
about now?
You've done this before. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I can't hear myself.
Yeah, so as you know, I live in the US, but I was back and I went to the game last night with my son and man, I'm so gutted. So gutted.
Did you come back for that game?
No, I came back for some other stuff, but I intentionally bought tickets for that game because I thought if I can get the tickets, because I'm a season ticket holder,
yeah.
If I go, I've got chances at the semi-final as well. You know, so
and the thing is, how old's your boy?
Well, he's actually 32. But
he's all right.
I mean,
he's 32. but I'm assuming at 32 he ain't seen West Ham at Wembley in a cup final, is he? Obviously not.
No. But and he was saying, hey, you know what? If you get the tickets, he goes, is it your oldest or your youngest boy? You know, oldest or your youngest. Yeah. So you got to make the choice. And I was just like, you know, we got to get there. And then when we were 2-0 down, he goes, that's it. He goes, I'm going home. And I was like, well, let's just see it through.
So
and
did you stay there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was so pissed. with so many supporters leaving like 5 minutes before. Can
I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something to you?
Please, yeah. Yeah.
Was I correct? What was that feeling like in that stadium when that second goal went in? Is there anything like that feeling when you're there?
None.
I can imagine.
None.
Did it go off? Was it prop? Did it go fucking mad in there when that happened?
Yeah. When we scored the first one, a lot of people just turned around, like as they were walking out, they turned around and just heard the cheer.
Yeah.
And then some of the guys some people got drinks and they started coming back in, and then all the stewards were like fucking kicking them out and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Saying you can't bring the beer in and stuff. And then when the second one went in, I mean, you can't even describe the elation in the ground. You really can't. Like the Leeds supporters were singing, and I'll tell you what, there's 9,000 supporters there.
Yeah.
They were out singing the West Ham supporters pretty much all afternoon.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. In my opinion, anyway, you know?
I mean, that's because they was on top. They was on top for most of the game. That's the thing. But what I will say in defense of fans that go regularly over here, and this is the thing. with what they've had to cope with for the past 2 years in that stadium.
Oh,
I don't blame fans for leaving early. I really don't, because I've been there myself, mate. I actually have. I've gone over to the last home game that I went to was Brentford at home last season. That was the last home game that I went to, and I've walked in. I've sat down. Now I've got nothing against Koreans. I haven't, but I'm sat down and I'm surrounded by must have been 15 to 20 Korean supporters. It didn't feel like I had any West Ham fans around me at all. None. It was the deadest game I've ever fucking witnessed. No atmosphere, no passion. And I'm sat there, mate, and I'm not joking. After 20 minutes, I'm sat there thinking, I don't even know why I'm here. And that was the game where my son turned to me, who's 16 now, was 15 at the time, and he's fucking been going since he was 2, over at Upton Park. It's the first time he said to me, Dad, I don't want to come over here no more. I don't want to do it. And that was heartbreaking. So I do think that it does look bad. I made the comment on the video last night. When you're on TV, it was sad to see those bottom tiers fucking empty out. It was sad. But you have to think of what the fans have been through, mate. You do.
Oh, I get it.
And it ain't fucking good. It is not good. They've been browbeaten in that fucking shithole place, and with shit football that is not identified to us at all. And listen, I get it. I understand it. And I feel do you know something? I feel sorry for them, because every single person that left will have been absolutely fucking kicking themselves for that, because that moment, even though we didn't go on and win it, that moment that you experienced is what you go to football for, and it happens, once a season if you're lucky, that sort of thing.
Right. And I tell you though, that first minute of the extra time as well, when Tatty put it in the net, I tell you, I mean, there was lots to talk about. There's lots and lots to talk about. They changed the rules that it's only your foot's offside now, but his arm was offside apparently.
Yeah.
And it was just bollocks, absolute bollocks.
Well, his bollocks are offside.
I wish they were, because it would have been a better defence rather than his elbow, But
no, mate, I don't. Mate, the offside rule's bullshit, and that's the only thing. If we do get relegated, we'll have a bit of a break from VAR, because I mean, look, that was
True.
nonsense. If I do think that when you see some of the offsides that get given, there was one that I watched. It was a Crystal Palace goal, and I shit you not, there was a player's nose was offside. Right, he's the tip of his nose. The line went up, and it was a tip of his. You're like, fuck off. That ain't offside.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that is not offside. I just think that's taking technology. You shouldn't just be ruling out goals for anything. The whole thing in football is about goals. As Nigel Kahn says, goals are fun. That's what it's all there for. And the thing is, it's like us. We had 2 goals. Fair enough. Pablo was about 500 yards offside. I got that. I didn't even celebrate that one. I could see he was offside. But the thing is, you have 2 goals ruled out. I just think what was the goal that got ruled out it was in the FA Cup. It was Chelsea Wrexham in an earlier round. Wrexham were phenomenal. They were so good, and they got back into the game. I'm sure it was a Wrexham game, and they fucking scored. It looked like they was going to take it to extra time. They actually got what was the equalising goal. And you know something? He was offside, not by miles, but he was. So it was the right decision by the letter of the law. But it was wrong for football, because it completely took away the fucking fairy tale moment and the passion of that goal. And obviously they all celebrated it and everything else. But I'm sorry, I don't think football is supposed to be perfect. It's not. It's a chaotic game. It doesn't need to be every single fucking decision 100% perfect. And they don't get it perfect now, do they, with VAR? Even now, they don't get it right every time.
No, but the referee was bollocks last night as well.
He was.
To be honest, I mean, so many like nonsense fouls. Like Leeds just fell to the floor all the time.
Yeah,
it was just like this. It was like, I don't know, watching a film, like people just getting shot and falling over, like the worst deaths ever. Kind of, they were fucking rolling around, and the ref was giving everything.
It's game management. They're trying to.
Of course, it was. Yeah,
trying to see the game out, aren't they? I don't like to see it.
Right. No. But I said it to my son last night. I said, for the first time you've actually seen a referee give us 11 minutes of extra time. Because it's always been the other way around, especially like Man United when we fucking, like, we lost to United as well. Do you know what I mean? It's keep playing.
I don't know where that 11 minutes come from. But you know what?
I have no idea.
I will say this. The Leeds fans can't complain so much because our goals were by 96. We scored in the 94th and 96th minute. So it weren't like we didn't score in the fucking in the 11th minute of injury time. Do you know what I mean? So we scored quite quick. But so with regards to moving forwards, Phil, now you've had your heart broken at that game. Do you think we're going to stay up? How are you feeling about West Ham?
Personally, survival? I'm actually going to a Wolves game on Friday as well.
Good.
Do you know what? I was debating about whether I was just going to not go, just sell the ticket and just not go. But I want to go because I want to support the team. Because I mean, I honestly believe that the players played their hearts out the second half and all of extra time.
They did.
I think the penalties was just like, I don't even want to talk about it. It just made me sick. It really did make me sick. But I think, in my opinion, we got to go. We still got to go and support them because that's the only thing that's going to keep us up if we're going to stay up. You know, my opinion is, I'm on the fence. I'm a 50-50 because a lot of it depends on the other teams as well, like Tottenham, Forest, even Leeds.
Well, it is, but I mean, if we want to stay up, we've got to not think like that, and of course we're always going to keep an eye on the other results. If we win our games, you know, for instance, we've got games that are entirely unwinnable playing the way that we're playing at the moment, or they're entirely winnable. Right. You know, if we beat Wolves, there's no reason why we couldn't go away to Palace, who are not at their best at the moment, and beat Palace.
Right.
And there's no reason why we couldn't go and give Brentford a game because we've already done Brentford at our place, and that was a full strength team.
Well, Arsenal's the only one that's really sort of like debatable as well, isn't it? Really. You know?
But even that game, look at Southampton against them. There's no reason why not. Arsenal,
exactly.
You've got to be willing to have. If you're willing to have a go, you ain't going to win all these games, by the way. But I think if you have a go at these opponents and you empower your team and you give them confidence and you say, no, you're fucking good enough. Go out there, go man to man, win your individual battles. Fucking wingers, take your fullback on, get the ball in, fucking believe in yourselves. You know, defenders, just fucking defend. Right. I think you've got more chance. You will pick up more points. But the trouble is, we know what he's going to do, Phil. You just do. He's proven it. He's not going to change his spots now, and that's why if I had the opportunity now, it ain't even too late now. If we was to switch, just fuck Nuno off and just put Pablo and put Paco in charge now. We know what Paco would do. He would just go for the games because it's in his DNA. That's his style of management. Just stick that fucking lunatic in charge and say go at the games. There'd be excitement. There would be. It's the way to go. It's the way to go for me. But we ain't going to see that, unfortunately. We're not. We're going to be watching boring, dull, turgid fucking Nuno ball. Sadly.
Yeah. The first half was just absolutely dire. Yeah, it really was dire.
Yeah,
and it really looked like we were a championship side as opposed to a Premiership side. There was no drive in the players at all. It looked like they literally just come off the training ground or something after 2 hours of training.
No,
you know,
I know.
Lackluster, until they realised that the game was almost over. You know, and then they came to life. But to answer your question, I mean, I think I'm 50-50 of whether we stay up or not. I'm kind of. I've actually said it. I think I said it to you last time I spoke to you that we were like in dire straits, and it was almost like I feel it's the better option that we go down, and then
I feel like that now.
We have to get rid of some of the players, and then we just start fresh. Bring up the academy, and just go from now.
Do you know when you look at the accounts now as well? When you look at the accounts, a fire sale when we go down basically balances the books. It does.
Yeah.
So if we and look, we shouldn't be in this situation, but we are. So if we get, and I don't want to go again with this board I don't. I want them to fuck off. So if we get relegated, I want them to go step back at least and get somebody else in to run this club. That's what needs to happen. But if we go down, we do a fire sale. It's almost like resetting the fucking. It is resetting the finances. I think we're something like £200 million in debt or something like that. It's a lot of money, but we've got some valuable players. You know, we could make a massive dent in that with player sales. And you know what? If we've got to struggle for a few. I'm not being funny. Look, Aston Villa was down out in the cold for ages. They've come back. Look at them now. Leeds were gone for ages. Nottingham Forest. It ain't the end of the fucking world. It's not. You're not just gonna. West Ham ain't gonna disappear. They're not gonna vanish from existence. We're not. We might just struggle for a few years. We will be back if we go. But one thing that is sure in our current situation, we're gonna go. So even if it ain't this year, with this in the Premier League, because you can't just sell players, they're going to have to spend again, so the debt's only going to keep on increasing. In our current situation, if we don't go this year, we will go next year. It's kicking the can down the road, you know?
Oh, no, I agree. But, okay, let me throw this at you. I mean, my son was talking about, like, Fernandes is going to go because he's made his mark, right? He's got his Portugal cap and everything else.
Yeah.
I said to Lewis yesterday, I was like, hey, Lewis, look, I think we pay him more money and everything else as well. Keep him and then make him captain. Nothing against Bowen, but he's not captain material. He's really not, in my opinion. Make Fernandes captain and then build around Fernandes.
I get that, but I've changed my stance on that throughout the season. I think he's been a bit of a legend for us. Bowen, and I think he does lead by example. And there was what was that story that came out about Potter just before he was sacked, funnily enough, and that was Potter had a meeting with some other senior players talking to him about the leadership of Bowen and saying I think somebody else should be a captain. He spoke to Souček, spoke to Wan-Bissaka, spoke to someone else. They all turned around to him and went, Bowen is our captain. And apparently they went back and they must have told Bowen. And from that point on, Bowen didn't talk to him. So he's clearly heavily respected. I think somebody made a really good point. I spoke to an ex-pro about this, and he said, "What you don't realise is the captaincy on the pitch is only a small part of the job. It's what they do off the pitch. That's where the real captaincy steps in. It's putting your arm around players. It's taking, looking after them in training and stuff like that. And apparently, Bowen is loved by the other players. He genuinely is.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say he's not, but he just doesn't show it on the pitch. Like, when there's an altercation or anything, he's
No, that's a problem. That's a problem, yeah.
That's the issue that I had with it,
But I don't think you necessarily need your captain to do that. You just need a couple of lunatics in your team, like fucking Tadibo, to go in and sort it out.
When you get Fernandes doing that, he fucking gets sent off, doesn't he? It's like...
And you get Tadibo going in there, getting fucking 4-game bans and things like that.
Exactly, so, yeah. You can't win for losing, do you know what I mean? But
no.
I don't know. I mean, well, I also said to my son last night, the way that, and I'm sorry I've got to even mention their name, but like it looks like Millwall potentially could come up, right?
Well, they lost today. That's good. So they're out the.
Well, good.
That's good.
Yeah, but that's also bad as well, because I was saying if they went up and we went down, that just saves that misery of those two games as well, doesn't it?
I don't know. I think that'd be the only good thing about being down would be playing them. Got to be honest. I know it'd be carnage, but you're in the championship. They're the two games you're going to look forward to, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but I would actually sell my ticket and watch that from home because I would not go.
No, get a Kevlar vest. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. Crash helmet. Knee pads, you go over there with a gum shield on, you'd be fine. There'd be no problems at all.
Yeah, what I do is I actually get a doctor's note as well, just to say that I'm allowed to wear that stuff, because I've got an affliction or something. Do you know what I mean? I've got Tourette's.
I think it'd be good, mate. It'd be lively. No, I think if we go down, that's a game that you got to. What is it? Somebody said here. Look, this is a Facebook post from a chap called Jack himself. And he said, we're currently living in a world where the following is possible this season. West Ham get relegated. Spurs stay up at our expense. Frank Lampard gets promoted, Millwall get promoted, and Arsenal win the title. And then we've got to sit through seeing Potter and Lopetegui at the World Cup.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, but at least we can say, oh, we've had that. We've had that. We've had that. You know? But what a load of bollocks.
It is.
I'm glad I went last night, but I'm so sad I went as well, because it was just like walking out that ground as well. Like everyone was just like,
try and block out how it went, mate. You'll never forget that moment. You know that moment.
Absolutely.
You'll remember that in 20 years' time. Bang, straight away. You know where those two, because it was so iconic. You know the two. It's one of the classic FA Cup games. That was the way we pulled that back, and extra time as well. Extra time weren't dull. From that point on, it was fucking entertaining. It was end to end. Leeds and neither team wanted penalties. It was end to end. You know, trying to win the game in extra time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Traore, I mean, I think he fabricated his injury just to get off because he didn't want to take a penalty.
I said he went off injured with a shitty bump. He did. He shit himself. But I'm not gonna. I've seen Traore's finishing. I'm happy with that. I'm happy he went off. I'm just not happy that Pablo left. Listen, if you ain't good at penalties, don't fucking take one. If you can't swim, stay out the fucking pool. Do you know what I mean? He clearly don't trust himself from the penalty spot.
But do you think like Finley saving the first penalty put so much pressure on Bowen as well? Because his penalty was ridiculous.
On the TV coverage, you know, like when the players stand in a line, they've got their arms around each other, haven't they? Well, that's they're all standing there, you know, all locked arms. Well, when Finn Herrick saved that penalty, all of the West Ham fans, the camera panned to that line with Bowen in the middle. All the West Ham players went fucking mad. Bowen's face just went colour drained because he was like, fuck, pressure's on me now because he's just saved that. And normally with Bowen, you know, you see he looks quite confident walking up. He didn't look confident, and I will say that Leeds keeper, he's a big fucker. He had some reach on him.
Yeah,
he was big.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just feel.
You look at Finn in goal. He looked like he was a midget. Honestly, he's so small.
He's so leery, though, isn't he? Do you see him giving it? See him giving it to the players.
Yeah. Like you see him like with his fingers, like it was only an inch away.
He keeps on going like that.
An inch away.
Keeps on going like that. He was
gave it some
bouncing around. Yeah. Yeah. No, good lad.
But I tell you what. You were saying about like memories and stuff. I remember the reason I support West Ham is because my uncle took me to the Charity Shield against Derby County.
What year was that?
It was just like, that was 19... Was it... I'm trying to think now. Was it 7? When did we win the cup? It was 1980. When did we win it before that? It was 6. It must have been 1980, I guess. The Charity Shield. It was against Derby County. Pretty certain.
I'm not sure, mate. It was before my time.
But that was my memory. Do you know what I mean? Like going to Wembley to watch them, you know? And that was just like elation, absolute elation. And that's what it was like last night. That to me, I mean, if we'd won there and then we'd lost the semi-final, that was our FA Cup right there. You know, winning that game last night.
No,
it really was.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's how important it is. You know what I mean? And that's the last time the last memory that I've got was 2006. It's 20 fucking years ago when we was in Cardiff. You know, against Liverpool.
Right.
And it just don't happen. You don't get the opportunity to do it very often. So to toss it away and throw it away like that, I still think it now. Just fuck you, Nuno. Fuck you, mate. You don't get to do that and get away with it. I'm sorry. I mean, we're gonna have to put in some impressive performances now for me to even come close to fucking forgiving him. Tosser.
It was 74-75.
74, 75,
That's,
yeah.
Yes, fuck me, that shows me I'm old, doesn't it?
Oh, you're old,
I even
Phil.
forgot the date.
You old git. You old git.
I know. Tell me about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. But we lost that as well. We lost 2-0 to Derby.
Yeah.
It was just like the sensation of going to Wembley, you know? And that to me last night, when we scored those 2 goals, I mean, it was just like, and I'm kind of like, I'm a West Ham fan through and through, but I never taunt the away supporters, but they had an extra section last night as well because the FA Cup, right?
Yeah.
But I was there, and I was just like hand against the ear, saying you're not singing anymore and all that sort of like shit. And Bowen's on fire.
That's all part of it, though, isn't it? That's all part of it.
But
that's what makes it great. All the fan tribalism. I love that.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean it's a memory like I'm going to have forever. But it's unfortunately it's sad, but it's a good memory because I was there with my boy as well. You know,
exactly. So, and you had some good moments. But anyway, Phil, I'm going to let you go, mate. I'm going to try and phone Black Country back. He's gone to bed now. It's my fault. He texted me. I said I was going to phone him, and then I forgot that I said I was going to phone him because he's in my text messages and not my WhatsApps. So I'm going to let you go, mate, and I'm going to try and phone Black Country back.
Okay, no problem.
Phil, top man. Right. Speak to you in
a bit. I'll speak to you after. I'll speak to you after the Wolves game as well.
Yes, yeah. Make sure you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers, mate.
Take it easy. Speak to you soon.
Yeah. Bye. Right. Black Country may not pick up because he's not responding to me text now. I think he's left me. I think he's dumped me because I've ignored him. Hang on. Well, I didn't ignore him. I just forgot that I said I was going to phone him. Right, hang on. I love Black Country. I spoke to him for ages. No, he's not going to pick up. BCH. Black Country, accept my apologies, mate. Yeah. I'm fucking scatty as anything. Because I've got too many messengers. I've got fucking Discord now as well. I've got Discord, WhatsApp, fucking all sorts of things. And I'll get lost in them. I'll get lost. Anyway. Right. That is it from me. Very good show. And thoroughly enjoyed that. Thanks to everyone that phoned in. Thank you to all you lovely people in the chat as well. I've been reading all your chats as they've been coming up. I know I'm not very good at putting the comments up. Can't do 2 things at once. I'm an idiot. But if you enjoyed the show, please don't forget, drop a like on the video. That's all right. And yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Look forward to the first of our 7 cup finals, people. We get the 17th place cup. It's going to be great. Speak to you soon. Come on, you ones.